Okay, so for the purposes of people watching on YouTube, or just in general, Feng has been held up by an entire car. He is trapped inside it, and he can't get out. Sorry, I like to come up with... Yes, I like to come up with ridiculous reasons for somebody not being here. Langers was taken by the chicken gods, so Feng is taken by an entire car.
Yeah, like a car came into the workshop, it turned out the car itself was a mimic.
Yeah.
Like the car from Harry Potter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The teeth.
I was gonna say like the film Rubber, about that sentient tire.
Oh god.
Caroline?
Caroline?
Film about the red Cadillac film. It's a Stephen King film about a car that eats people.
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon if cars had babies, they'd give birth to Matchbox cars?
Oh, what are they called?
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Pigeon! How you doing today?
Yeah.
Did the cat cushion break? Yeah.
This is nice. Like I've got my screen here and I've got a laptop here with like chat on it. I can actually read what you guys are fucking plotting in the fucking
Whoa.
chat.
Shit, no!
Oh, that's cheating!
Quick, private server. Someone create it.
We'll give
Yeah.
Peter's own role on Discord and ban him from the
Good one.
channel.
Yeah, the cat paw cushion broke. I don't know how, but I'm still sat on it because I don't care. But yeah, I'm either gonna have to sew it back together, or I'm gonna have to buy a new one.
Yeah, hang on. You live with two cosplayers. Like, how is this a problem?
That's true.
I'm pretty certain we both have sewing kits.
Please sell my cat paw cushion. It's my safety.
In fact, I've got loads of wadding up here actually, so we can also restuff it.
Oh.
I was just about to say I've got like the hands of like a walking tree trunk, but I'm pretty good at sewing as well.
A walking tree trunk. Fantastic.
I suck at sewing.
Same. Alright, I'm good. Ooh! Hey Mikey! I used to have a triple monitor setup plus a laptop with its own second monitor. Fuck me, that's a lot. That's... I would love a triple monitor setup, but that's just too many things. Like, I don't know what I would put on the third one.
That's why I don't have two, or I haven't gone out of my way to get two. I don't know what I do with two.
2 is perfect for me because I have character sheet and chat there, and I have us here.
Laptop for the win. Can take it anywhere.
I could take this anywhere, it's just really, really hard to carry.
I don't think you could use it on your lap on the chair over there.
I could try. It would go terribly.
Bit of a mission, that one.
Yeah, I downgraded dual monitor. Yeah, dual monitors for the win.
I've got my PC built the way I wanted it to. It'd have been about the same size as an Xbox, so I quite literally could have taken it anywhere.
Oh.
I wanted a MX, like micro form factor, but big PC.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you've got like more than 2 monitors, you're just making life complicated for yourself. Like, you now need to look in 3 places at once. You only got 2 fucking eyeballs.
Well, you've only got 2 eyeballs. Super Mikey Ethan might have 3.
You know what? My hands are up. You got me there. Like, they could. We're waiting on something like Galadin.
We're all good, I think. We're all good.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Is it just me that has Galad's webcam turned off?
Oh, click onto the screen again.
Yeah.
Hey, sorted. I was like sat there like, oh yeah, everyone's got stuff to do.
See, Super Mikey is a 20-eyed god. I can't believe one of my followers is a god. Wait, who's the god in this chat? Because I know the answer, and it's None of you guys. It's me. I'm a fucking fae.
I'm pretty sure I'm just a mama to like everyone.
There we go.
Alright. So, are we all ready to go?
Well, maybe.
One thing down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm good. I just need a chocolate.
Just need a chocolate.
Yeah.
So, previously, I sound like a freaking voiceover guy. Previously on Soul Searchers.
Nobody found their fucking souls.
They're still searching. In the recent days, our soul searchers have found themselves in the Springwood, ancestral home to one Galadesis, Alamandora. As you guys progress through, your goal is to find a cure for Marle's disfigurement. You guys found that there is now a sickness, a disease, an infection in the wood itself. What you have now learned as to be called the Crimson Scourge. It has affected much of the living flora in the woods itself. A red growth that spreads over the wild trees and turns them mad, attacking anything on sight. Knowing that you as outsiders are not welcome here in the Springwood, and Galad hiding secrets that meant that she did not want to be found, they came across a conflict between a band of wood elves and one of these great trees. The Crimson Scourge claimed the life of Feng, and nearly every soul in that fight. By the skin of their teeth, Marle landed a killing blow. But it was too late for Feng. In the ensuing hours, snow began to fall, covering an area of the Springwood, which magically shouldn't be possible. And as people began to wake, digging around the snow, Feng's body was nowhere to be found. And instead, Nuki had been transformed. Now, half bear, half Goliath, Feng and Nuki have shared glory, but shared fate as well. And throughout the next day, it would appear that Feng was not entirely himself. As Galad was taken off towards her village by Juliana, the androgynous individual that helped fight, attempting to keep the peace as Galadesis' sister ran off ahead of them. The rest of the party traveled deeper towards the source of the Crimson Scourge itself, being told that there would be a special herb deep in the forest. They came across an old, overgrown manor with a cackling, batty, and completely nuts old woman, where they happened across the frozen-in-stone form of a tiefling. Deals were made, lies were made, and fake lucky items were traded. And in doing so, everyone managed to leave unscathed. And the statue outside was returned to life, where the party came across and met for the first time Paraxia, a tiefling of Levistus heritage. The party made camp. Several members had strange and twisted dreams, messages from those of greater power. And they decided that they would head off, seeking the help of those that had already tried to shun them and had given them one day to leave the forest before violent action would be taken. Even with this knowledge, the Soul Searchers have decided to set out to find those that have now threatened them harm. And as first light broke around the trees, a loud snap of metal rang out through the forest as Mamba trod on a pressure plate and the jaws of a bear trap snapped shut around them. Yet it is not with them that we start tonight's session. Galahad, you and Juliana traveled through the day. The twisting wilds, although familiar in many regards, have changed over the 100-year exile that you put yourself in. Juliana, throughout the journey, continued to talk, chatting about how outsiders were still being treated with disdain, with violence when needed, but often through illusion when found and turned around before things got troublesome. However, the Crimson Scourge itself has become a problem that, in the current state of affairs, the Springwood elves are not capable of dealing with. That there is a power out there that is beyond everyone. Had your father been around, he might have had the power to deal with it as a greater druid. However, his disappearance at the same time as yours has thrown the clan into chaos. The council now is fractured. And without your father's leadership, no one is welcome now in the Springwood. Juliana themselves spent a stint in Driftwood, fighting in a gladiatorial pit, and having earned some freedom, but also a taste for the entertainment they could bring. They are now known as the Goliath of the Springwood, an entertainer through conflict. And, from time to time, they too leave the Springwood to fight once more in the Driftwood arena. As you continue walking for the day, you do realize that it's going to take at least 2 days to get to the village from where you are. And as night begins to settle, both you and Juliana stopped camp, making shelter out of the wilds. It is in the dead of night that you are disturbed. Can you please make me a perception check?
$22.
22. Okay. As you slumber, well, as you trance, there is a moment where you feel something splash across your face. It breaks your trance as you look up. There's going to be a lot of this tonight. As you look up, and there's a moment that startles you, as standing above you, dagger in hand, in a twisted, almost serpentine-like shape that ends in a nasty point. A purple-robed individual has their blade raised and is simply frozen above you. As you look down, protruding from their chest is a great blade, plunged from behind and out through their chest. They gurgle before spitting blood and dropping to one knee. Juliana steps out from behind them, withdrawing a grand blade. I thought we were being watched. I'm surprised you didn't notice this one first. You were always pretty perceptive. Who is this? The figure slumps to one side and collapses to the floor, bleeding out.
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on them.
You cast Spare the Dying, and it almost seals the wounds. It stops the blood flow before the eyes close and they slip into unconsciousness. This outsider doesn't seem to be one of your friends. I think he wanted to kill you, you know, Galad.
Seems like pointless bloodshed at the moment.
Well, do you know who he is? I don't. Fair enough. Do we, what do we do? What?
Continue on, and I say we try not to rest again until we get there, or we do it in shifts.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I used to be more perceptive because I could never sleep in this fucking forest.
Well, nowadays it's pretty hard to sleep without keeping watch. I'm just gonna search him.
Go ahead. I'm gonna take his dagger off of him, though. Any weapons I find.
Okay. As you take the dagger off, are you gonna help search this individual for weapons then?
Sure.
All right, cool. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. At advantage, as Juliana's going to help.
I rolled the same number.
What'd you get?
17.
17. So first things first, you take the dagger. You see that it's almost ceremonial in shape and size. However, the blade, as you take a look, is exceedingly familiar. You look at it once, you turn it around, trying to work out where and how you've seen this before you raise your forearm and place the dagger on it. And its shape is identical to the mark that branches your arm. You continue searching the body, and with Juliana's help, although not much is needed, you're getting pretty proficient in this. You dig into the robes of the individual, you find a piece of paper. Taking it out, what languages do you know?
Give me 1 second here. I have comprehend languages, but so far I know Common and Elvish only.
It is in a language you do not understand. However, with comprehend languages, do you wish to take 10 minutes to cast the spell without using a spell slot, or do you want to use the spell slot to immediately cast the spell?
I'll take the 10 minutes and do it while we're walking.
All right. You sit down for a moment because you need to be in constant contact. Immediately, just waiting as Juliana breaks the camp down, getting ready to move on. The words almost shift towards the end of the 10 minutes. Your arcane magic flares for a moment as your hand holds down on the page, and all of these weird symbols and shapes begin to rearrange in your eye. And although you don't know what language it is, it does translate. They have left the Undercity. They have traveled to the surface. Take Vess. Hunt them down. They cannot stop the ritual. And that is all that it translates to. Anything important?
Not for you.
Oh, right. That's fair enough. Just saying, we've been friends since we were little, and I did just, stop an assassination.
I'm sorry, friends? Did you seriously think we were friends?
Oh, I didn't tease you as much as the rest of the kids.
I'm pretty sure I was freaking ostracized long before I left this forest. 500 years of it. Don't pretend to act like my friend now.
Just trying to keep some peace here. Yeah.
We are. Fighting on the same side, and that's where I draw the line.
All
Let's get to the
right.
village.
Just saying. Yeah, we're gonna head to the village. Let's go. Let's keep going. And you continue heading off. A couple of hours later, breaking camp, that loud metal snap rings throughout the forest. As with no warning, arrows begin to fly through the undergrowth, and the ambush is sprung upon the rest of the soul searchers, who have no information about this attack. I'm going to get everyone to roll me initiative. Galad, you don't have to here. You will not make it to this conflict.
I thought we were starting here, so I queued up this music a second ago. I was wrong.
Now we're going here.
Oh, initiative.
Yep, if everyone can roll for initiative for me, I will roll for Feng. Okay.
You know what? Since I'm not in this fight, how about I do Fang's stuff?
If you would like to, bring up
Give
his
me-
character sheet.
I don't know if I have access to
Yeah, you do. It's in the campaign bit.
Let me find it.
I'm pretty certain it's public.
The only
Then I
one who
can
was
give
not
your voice
public
a
was
little
Sazerac.
Sorry about that. I have rolled an 11 for initiative.
Alright, I'll come to you in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not letting me see it. It just says
Really?
view user profile on here.
That's weird.
Let's have a real quick look. Edit. Try refreshing the page and try now.
There we go.
There we go. So have a quick look over. He has a lot of changes since he last played him. Alright, but if you could start by rolling initiative for him, that would be perfect.
You guys will help me remember all the shit he has, right? That he usually uses.
We can try. Stay near
No
me,
one
and you
can
get benefits. So there's that.
No one here can help because none of the stuff he had, he now had.
Oh,
Oh.
but that sucks.
So, did anyone get above a 20? Alright.
I rolled my lucky d20.
Above a 15?
12, 15.
Yeah. You got
15.
exactly a 15, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, above a 10?
A 10.
11.
17.
Oh, a
Sorry.
17?
I was reading.
Okay. And then Paraxia in there on a 11.
Yep.
And then Marle on a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the first thing that happens is the loud snapping of metal. Mamba, you immediately take 4 points of piercing damage. And I'm sorry that we've teased you about losing legs and stuff, but that's actually it. As the bear trap snaps around your leg, you immediately take 4 points of piercing damage and are locked in place. As you look down, you notice that there is a chain attached to this trap that is rigged into the floor. Currently, you count as movement speed 0. As you guys do this, you also watch as 3 bolts of magic come flying out of the tree line in a surprise round against all of you. You recognize these bolts of magic, Paraxia, as 3 Eldritch Blasts come cascading out of the trees towards each of you, with a 4th one coming afterwards. So, a bolt first goes flying out towards Mamba, who can't move, on a 21 to hit Mamba. Alright, another one with these arcs of energy crashing out towards Paraxia on a 13 to hit. Nope. One going out towards Marle on a 19 to hit.
No!
And then we'll come to the 4th one in a second. Mamba, as this bolt of energy crashes into you, you take a further 9 points of force damage. As this happens, you see stepping out from the shadows 4 of these cultists, and then a 5th individual in much more ornate garbs, all of them wearing purple robes. But the 5th individual has gold trimmings to the hood and a large set of tentacles embroidered on the chest. And as they step out, they look directly at Feng, seeing this big, large creature, and send out a twirling mist of energy. Can Feng please make me a wisdom saving throw? 4. As this energy launches out from this individual's hand, it wraps around Feng's head, forming this iron halo, a crown of spikes. Feng is currently charmed, and doesn't seem to be acting themselves. That is going to end the surprise round. With that, the individual in the ornate robes immediately turns to the rest of you, brings their hand across, and gets ready to summon another spell, throwing out this magical round themselves this time as frozen plates begin to build up around them as armor. And they're going to cast Armor of Agathis on themselves. You taking a look around, you guys can see about 30 feet away are 2 of these cultists, and behind them is this more ornate cultist. In the opposite direction are 2 other cultists that are now flanking you from another 30 feet behind you. And those are the 2 groups around you right now. 2 cultists on one flank, and then 2 cultists guarding the leader on the other. Everyone 30 feet away. With that, it's going to come to Feng's turn. Feng, can you please make me a wisdom saving throw at the start of your turn?
3.
3. Can you please roll me a d6?
2.
Feng immediately turns to Marle, and with a snarl and a crazed look in his eye, immediately it goes to town on Marle, slashing out in a savage attack. Can you please make me an attack roll?
Roll badly.
Using his warhammer, and Feng will immediately, upon this, enter a rage.
I didn't hit her. 13.
Cool. So, yeah, Feng immediately makes an attack roll, completely misses. However, Feng gets 2 attacks. So can you please attack them again?
17.
Nope.
17's gonna miss. Alright, both attacks swing out towards Marle. Marle, you're all caught unawares of this if it wasn't for the fact that you saw this crown appearing around their head. However, that is gonna end Feng's turn. No, it's not. He's gonna then make a claw attack as a bonus action. No, he can't. He raged his turn. No, never mind. Yeah, please check off one of his rages.
I can't. It won't let me do anything with the sheet.
Oh yeah, you can never touch anyone else's sheet. You can only look at it.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll do that. So just keeping track that he's rich. With that, Mamba, it's your turn. You have 2 cultists 30 feet away from you on one side, and another 2 plus the leader 30 feet away on the opposite side.
Yeah, all of that is wonderful, but I have 2 fucking arrows. Yes, I'm gonna attack to the leader.
Alright. Like, fighting against the pain in your leg, you knock an arrow into your bow, turn, and get ready to fire at the leader. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Please. I'm like, no, I'm not. 21.
A 21 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. The arrow immediately loosing and sinking into the ice.
Where are you? D6? Yeah. +6. Yeah.
6 points of damage?
Yeah.
Nice. You watch as a huge chunk of ice, this armor that they covered themselves in, cracks and splints off. However, the armor itself doesn't seem to have been broken yet. This frost armor still covering a good portion. However, a big chunk of it is now missing. That is your first shot.
Yeah. Whatever. Second shot.
Alright. You knock another arrow. Firing at the same target?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll an attack roll for me.
Please. 10.
10. Nah, this time the arrow...
No, sorry, 11, but yeah.
11? Unfortunately, the arrow strikes against the armor and just splinters upon impact. The armor absorbing the hit as wood fragments explode outwards. Is there any other ways that you would like to try and attack?
No, I cannot move and I don't have more arrows. Well, I have one more arrow, but it's for dragons. So I'm not going to waste it.
Probably not one you want to waste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been lovely.
Oh, you don't have any daggers either, do you? No. Okay.
No, I cannot attack anymore.
All right. So those are your actions. Is there anything you'd like to do as a bonus action?
Can I drink my own poison?
You could in theory, but you might be better off applying it to a weapon.
Well, yeah, no. For what? I cannot move.
All right. I mean, you can, if you
I
wish.
don't have more arrows. What are you saying?
In future turns, if you would like, you can try and use your action to try and remove the trap from your leg. It would take your action to do so, or someone else would have to try and help you. But you can try and pry apart traps. It just takes an action to do so.
And a strength check with this +0.
You can imagine it might be a strength check. Is there anything you'd like to say to your companions?
No.
All right. In that case, it's going to end your turn, and it is going to go to Paraxia. You're next. Marle, you're on deck.
I'm gonna glance over to my left because if I remember rightly, I was on the right-hand side of the camp.
Yeah.
I see Mamba in the bear trap, right?
Correct.
Technically unarmed.
You do notice that as they fire their second arrow, they go to grab a third and realize, oh crap! they're sort of clutching at straws. They don't seem to have any arrows left.
Okay, I'm gonna dart over to Mamba, and I am going to attempt to pry the bear trap out.
All right. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
I have strength. It's a 19.
You reach down, your tiefling claws, sort of sharpened fingernails, digging into the metal, and you begin prying it apart. Your muscles strain as you do manage to pull the trap back until you can set it down, and you hear that loud click as the trap is reset but open. Mamba, you quickly lift your foot up. The blood begins to pour from your leg. You realize you are bleeding, and that bleeding is going to cause trouble if not treated soon. However, you are now free from the trap. Paraxia, that is your action to do that.
Yep. Is it going to cost me a bonus action to drop my daggers? Just on the floor behind me. Not give, just drop my daggers.
How do you normally have 2 daggers drawn?
I normally have 2 daggers on the back of my belt.
You can draw one for free and drop it, and then you can use a bonus action to draw the other one and drop it. So yes, bonus action would allow you to drop both daggers.
So, but I can drop one for free.
You can drop one for a free action. Yeah, you do notice that on Mamba's probably their back actually, because they're quite small. There are a pair of short swords.
Oh, okay. I glanced up and just saw the arrow missing and thought, oh, that's an arrow that's not being knocked. Okay. If that's the case, then seeing that there is things to be done and weapons to be used, I am going to look at the big guy, the really fancy-looking cultist.
Yep.
I'm going to slam my foot on the ground and summon a tentacle of the deep.
Nice. So you guys watch as Paraxia slams their foot on the floor. There's this trail of spectral energy that looks almost like the crashing of waves that branches out from where their feet hits the impact of the floor and washes across right next to the leader and these 2 bodyguards. This ghostly tendril, this tentacle, very similar to the one tattooed on your arms, breaches the ground. Before I believe you get to immediately make an attack with his bonus action.
I do, and I'm going to smack the big dude.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll for me. That is d20 plus 6.
It is. Wow, plus 6, imagine that. That's 21 to hit.
A 21? Yeah, it immediately branches out. There's this look from the cultists. Although they're wearing these big hoods over their head, you can just about see this look of surprise as this then spectral tentacle comes crashing down towards them. That is d8 plus 3 cold damage.
13 damage. 13 cold damage.
Nice. You immediately see as do these tentacles have hit points? No, they don't. As the frost armor immediately shatters, and the cultist does take a bit of a battering.
And their movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Correct. Are you going to move anywhere?
I have 30 feet of movement. How much movement was it for me to get to Mamba?
Probably 5.
Okay.
So you can either go to the other side, which would be the 2 cultists on their own and be 10 feet away, or you can go to the cultist leader and the 2 bodyguards and be 5 feet away. Or 5 feet out of range.
I think for the meantime, I'm just going to stand in front of Mamba and the big guy. Because I can see Mamba's bleeding, and I'm just going to stand my ground.
Alright. With that done then, Marle, you're up.
Paraxia, we are so talking about that tentacle thing you just did. But later. Oh shit. Who's the guy who just did the thing on Feng, the charm?
It was the leader.
Sweet.
Who needs to make a check? They're fine.
Fantastic. I am going to look directly at him, and I have distinct memories of me being in the air currently from last session.
You were about to, so you're technically on the floor right now.
Sweet.
You were about to take off.
Cool. I take off, and I look down at this boy, and I say, I have no understanding of what unholy bullshit your tentacle crap is, but consider yourself fucked. As I use my vow of enmity on him.
Nice.
And if I fly behind him, will I provoke opportunity attacks from his friends?
You've got a movement speed of 30 feet.
I do.
So that is the same as your flight speed. So, so how high did you want to go?
Just
off the ground.
Head height.
Head height. So, okay, yeah. So technically, if you were just currently, do you want to be above people then?
Yeah. Very much.
So that would use 5 feet of your movement to go up, which means you only have 25 feet of movement left. They are 30 feet away.
Oh.
So you won't actually make it.
Fuck.
Not unless you spend your action to dash.
No, I don't want to do that. Okay. I will not be head height. I will hover.
Right, cool.
And sword in hand, I'm going to straight at him.
Alright. You immediately saw, just across the ground, your feet are just lifted off the floor. As you get there, can you please make me an acrobatics check as you try and learn to fly on the spot?
Acrobatics, that is a 14.
You do okay. Yeah, you don't immediately crash your wings into the floor. And you do make it. You are now face to face with this cultist leader. However, you do have both of their friends right next to you.
Fantastic. Can't wait. Alright, I'm going to take both of my swings at him.
Alright.
That's a number to hit. A 15 to hit.
A 15 does hit.
Sweet.
So your blade crashes down across the front of them. You do notice that this individual, now that you're closer and your blade comes across, mainly from the exclamation of pain that they shout out, this is a woman.
Oh, cool. Okay, fair. Well, bitch, I'm gonna do it again. That was 13 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Yep,
Nice.
and that is now a 25 to hit.
Definitely gonna hit this time around.
On 9 points of damage.
9, nice.
Am I able to discern as to whether or not the charm was broken off of Feng?
Just double checking. As you sort of glance over your shoulder, it doesn't appear so.
Fuck.
It seems that they have managed to maintain concentration.
Okay. Alright.
However, every time you do strike them, it does look like they have to try and maintain that concentration.
That is what I'm trying to break, and that is my turn.
All right, that's your turn. Now it's going to bring us to the cultist's turn. The ones, the two opposite the leader are immediately going to sort of take a look towards Paraxia and Mamba, and once again they're going to sort of summon this sort of eldritch energy and lance out with a pair of eldritch blasts. The one towards Mamba is going to be a natural 20. The one towards Paraxia is going to be a 19.
Yep.
All right. Paraxia, you take 8 points of force damage. Mamba, you Mamba, you also take 8 points of force damage. That is frustrating. That was a crit. Okay. The ones next to the leader, however, one of them immediately reaches out, grabs a hold of your arm, Marle, and begins to cast a spell straight away. Can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
I can indeed. Wisdom, where'd it go? That is 22.
22. You manage to shrug this one off as the second one reaches out to grab you as well. Make another wisdom saving throw.
They are not using the right thing against me. That is 26.
Yeah, they do not know your energy. All right. Yeah, both of those fail. That's going to bring us straight to the top.
Can I call him a little bitch?
As you stare down this individual in front of you, they sort of look back.
Dumbasses.
You're just playing into our hands. As you begin to hear these whispers in your head, these whispers talk of darkness, despair, drowning, and your mind is immediately racked with pain. You immediately take 12 points of damage before the start of their turn.
No check, no nothing, just...
No check, no nothing. You immediately take the damage. You do notice that the moment you got close to them, the whispers started. And they are then going to reach out and just grab a hold of your arm, and you just feel this lightning begin to strike. They're going to attempt to cast Shocking Grasp on you. You are wearing metal, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which gives an advantage.
Of curiosity, is that something that could be counterspelled?
You may try.
I will counterspell at level 3.
You immediately, as they reach out, you see these sparks emitting from their hands. However, as they go to grab a hold of Marle, you take a look across, and there's this sort of explosion of water from the lightning, and it dissipates. They sort of look across. Instead of frustration, they just grin. Learn your magic, traitor. Waste your energy like that again. I beg. Oh, that is the end of their turn. Feng, can you please make me another wisdom saving throw?
Nat 1, so a 0.
A natural 1. Feng falls deeper into this madness. Can you please roll me any dice and tell me if you can get odds or evens?
Odds.
Alright. Feng immediately turns with his warhammer on Paraxia this time. And being deeper into his madness, he is going to attack recklessly this time. Can you please make 2 attacks against Paraxia at advantage? It's a +7 for each attack.
22 on the first.
Yep.
Alright.
And 21 on the second.
I believe both of those are going to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 1d8 plus 6 damage for each.
7 and 8 damage. And I'm going to be screaming out that I love her.
What's 7 and 8? For a total of 15 points. Yeah, 15 points of damage. As these Warhammer strikes, and the crown is still in place. They are then going to use their bonus action to make a claw attack against Paraxia. He's making another attack roll at advantage with +7.
16.
My AC.
It hits. That's 1d4 plus 6.
9.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm good.
That is Feng's turn. Mamba, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna cast Cure Beams. If I cast Cure Beams on myself, I can stop the bleeding, right?
You don't know. I mean, in the part of that does remind me. At the start of your turn, you do take 3 points of damage from the bleeding. You do know that Cure Wounds has mended like bleeding before. It has fixed wounds, and it does have the power to like seal up like cuts.
Yeah. Cure Beams.
All right.
Oh, give me a second. Second level.
All right, brilliant. You reach down, immediately grabbing a hold of your like sort of thigh area, your hips probably with your size, planting your hand over the wound of the bear trap as you allow your almost druidic magic to seep into your body, this sort of natural shamanistic element.
Eight.
Nice. You heal for 8 points, and the bleeding stops.
And yeah, those are all my actions.
All right. All right. Are you going to use anything as a bonus action, or?
No, I cannot, because I also have only 2 vials of poison, so yeah.
Okay. If you're happy with that, Paraxia, you're up.
Ooh wee. The bear hits hard. I'm gonna glance over towards the person who called me out for being a traitor. I mean, I'm working off 100 years of being frozen. Shut up! And I'm gonna send both my Eldritch Blasts at them.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. They are rolled separately, so it's 2 attacks.
First one's 17 to hit.
It does hit.
I will roll.
Go ahead and roll your damage. You guys watch as an identical kind of energy that has been being thrown at you. Paraxia throws back. How much damage from the first one?
7.
7, nice.
Is that crown gone?
Nope.
Mother. Okay. Second one. I rolled the exact same thing. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage again.
Oh, that's another 13.
Another 13. The D10. And yeah, 13.
D10 plus 3 on my Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you've got yeah.
Charisma on it.
Warlocks. Yeah, cool. Both hits. Bam, bam. And this time round, the crown fades and vanishes from the top. They have failed that one.
I'm gonna look up at Feng. Like, ow, ow.
It takes a moment, but Feng's eyes do sort of clear for a second. However, there's this rage that you've never seen before. You've seen it in Nuki. This moment where they become completely bestial and savage. Never seen it in Feng. However, they are still exceptionally mad. However, the crown is now gone. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that punk ass fucking tentacle again. Thwap!
Alright, make an attack roll.
I'm swapping d20s. I want to fucking roll them low. Oh, natural 20.
Nice, yeah, this one smashes down against them. Go ahead and roll 1d8 times 2 and then add 3.
That's 9 damage. 9 cold damage.
9, nice. Nice. Yeah, as both your bolts, bam, bam, and then the tentacle smashes them down. They manage to stumble, but they do get back up. Are you going to move anywhere? You have to stay where you are?
Yeah, now I'm going to take a step behind Mamba.
Alright, you take a step behind Mamba. Marle, you're up.
I have a very fun question. Now, Phase Step, while I am in spring, gives me the opportunity to teleport a willing creature.
Yeah.
How do I make a creature willing? And does that particularly matter?
You can't make someone willing. They have to simply be willing to do it. Unless you can charm them to be your friend.
What if I smack them really hard?
They would probably be very unwilling to do what you want them to do afterwards.
Does Misty Step work in the same way, but without the prerequisite?
Misty Step only teleports you.
So basically what you're saying is I can't just teleport somebody
30 feet into the sky and
30 feet into the sky and drop them. Unless I used the spell whole person.
They would still be unwilling
Fuck.
to go with you.
I'm trying. That was such a fun idea. Okay. Alright then. So these stupid whispers need to fucking stop. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. It's fine. I will take my 2 swings.
Alright.
At the same person. And I'm
remember you have advantage.
I do.
Paladin too.
I forgot about that. That's plus 6. 18.
An 18. You bring your blade down, and as you do, you see them bring their hand up, having waited for you specifically. They cast shield as the blade cascades against an arcane field.
I'm gonna. That's rude of them. Let's try again. It's 17. Any higher? Hello, nat 20.
Nice. This one definitely does hit.
I am smiting.
As you bring your blade down.
Okay.
Your blade swings in, and there is this cackle. This cackle that you have heard before.
You traded luck with me.
As your nat 20 becomes a natural 1.
You fucking what? Oh, that bitch!
It seems that you may have traded away your luck.
What? Did one good thing happen to Marle?
Through no act. Through an act of complete randomness. The blade just nicks the side of the priest's robes, gets tangled in the cloth, and is almost pulled away, and you have to manage to fight to regain your blade and pull it back out.
Wow. Okay,
You guys made the deal.
I'm gonna use bonus action Hunter's Mark and then use my movement to fly away.
Alright. You lash out with the Hunter's Mark, this sort of energy building up around them. As you pull back, are you going backwards or up?
Up.
Or both? You shoot directly up as the leader and both the fanatics are immediately going to make attacks of opportunity against you.
Okay.
The leader is going to swing out on a 19 to hit you.
Nope.
It's going to miss. The 2 fanatics both rolled a pair of 17. That is going to be A 21 on each of them.
Yep.
You feel these daggers sort of jab into your legs as you take 10 points in total of piercing damage. Just bam, bam. Both of them manage to catch you on the way out. But you do manage to get 30 feet into the air.
Yay.
That is going to be the end of your turn. It's going to go down to the cultists. The two cultists with the leader are then going to immediately take a look up towards you, seeing you out of range to grab a hold of, are going to aim their Eldritch Blast up towards you, Marle.
Okay.
That is going to be a natural 1 on the first one, and an 18 on the second, which is again going to miss. Both these bolts soaring around you. Paraxia, as you step behind Mamba, you see as there are the other two on the other side just sort of look at you and grin, and they're both cast Eldritch Blast on you because they now can't see Mamba. Actually, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. You've been showing off all your magic. That's going to be a 15 and a 17.
1 miss, 1 hit.
1 hits. One of them soars over your shoulder. The other one cracks into your back for 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
That is going to be their turn. Brings to the top. The leader, seeing Marle shoot off into the sky, snarls. You hear the whispers just fade away to nothing. And they are instead going to... they turn to the rest... No, they're not. They're going to look across to Feng. Seeing the crown dissipate. And they are going to, once again, reach out with their energy and their mind, seeing a very similar sort of magic weaving towards Feng from previous. Can Feng please make me another wisdom saving throw?
Bitch, that's a second counter spell. It's going out again. I'm not having that bear attack me one more time.
All right. Your spells are third level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You quickly snap with the counterspell attempt. It, however, is a higher level than you. Can you please roll me a d20 plus? I think it's your intelligence. Let me just double check. Plus your spellcasting ability.
Plus my spell attack.
I will double check for you. Plus your spell casting ability, which is equal to your charisma.
So, plus my charisma modifier?
Yes.
21.
21? Yeah, the counterspell immediately fizzles and breaks the spell. They just sort of look across and
I'm on now.
You're getting the hang of it now. You should come with us. Let us teach you the proper ways of his art. You could become so much more powerful. And with that, they're then going to back away 30 feet. That is going to end their turn. Bang! You're up. You are mad. You are angry, but you are in control.
Do I know which one charmed me?
You've seen magic being flung around, and you've seen bits going on. You are aware of the battlefield. Yes, the one that charmed you is now 60 feet from you.
I don't have that movement, do I? 45. Okay. The ones that just tried to charm me, are they within my range of movement?
They are the one that moved away. They are the one that's 60 feet away.
Do I have any within range?
Yeah, the other 4 cultists are within 30 feet.
Anybody near any of them?
Not anymore. Marle flew 30 feet directly into the sky.
Okay. I'm just gonna go to, let's say, the ones on my left then.
All right, the ones on the opposite side to the leader, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you immediately rush off, almost dropping to all fours as Feng bounds over. What's Feng going to do?
Attack with his warhammer.
All right, Feng's going to reach across to one of them, immediately striking out. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
23.
23 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll some damage. It is actually a +6, not a +4, because you're raging.
And it's 1d10, right?
It's one. Is he using it in one hand or two hands?
Let's do 2 hands.
Two hands. It's 1d10 +6.
15.
15. Nice. He immediately crashes against one. He gets a second attack and he brings it back around in his fury.
25.
Definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll the damage again. That's 1d10 +6.
16!
Nice.
I like playing as a strong character for a change.
Nice. Both hits. Bam! Bam! Immediately sort of knocking that cultist almost to the ground. Before, on a shaking leg, Soul Searcher's fashion, just gets back up. I think that's going to be his turn there. I don't think he's got any bonus actions. He does have a bonus action left that he can do.
No, that's okay.
That's okay. Cool. In that case, that will end his turn there. Mamba, you're up.
I have Mike on the bag. How about Mike? Anyone hear me?
Yeah, what was that, sorry?
How bad does Mike look?
Paraxia?
Yes.
Pretty bad.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Brands on Paraxia.
Alright. Mamba reaches out once again, sort of putting their hand upon your body, Paraxia, as this healing energy. Nice, that's 2d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yep.
2d8 plus 3, nice. As this healing energy just
8.
washes over you, healing another 8 points of damage. Nice.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's all for me.
Alright, you're going to stay put? Alright. You're going to stay put?
Yeah.
Okay, Paraxia, that brings us to you. Marle, you're next.
That was an action, right?
Sorry?
It's spell as an action.
It depends on which spell, but most spells are an action.
I'm going to use the free Armor of Agathis I get and slap myself on the chest.
Alright, I believe that's a level 2 Armor of Agathis, isn't it? So,
yep.
Yeah, you immediately, as you guys are watching this battlefield, you've seen the enemy throw out, like, these Eldritch blasts towards you guys, and Paraxia throw them back. You've seen the leader cover themselves in this frost armor that took, like, a beating before being broken, as Paraxia also puts their hand on their shoulder, which then spreads into an armor of ice around their body. You have 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh. That's my action, right? Yep. Okay. There's still people within range of my tentacle, isn't there?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Yep. Whichever one is the closest to the tentacle, I'm going to slap them with it.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Do I have anything else in a bonus action, actually? So is it 15 feet to them, 15 feet to the ones behind me?
No, 30 feet to each.
30 feet to each.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what, actually, I'm not going to attack anyone. I'm going to pull. I'm going to, stamp the foot on the ground again, drag my foot back, and pull the tentacle in between me, next to me and Mamba. Pull it 30 feet towards me.
Nice, as the tentacle sits directly next to you. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it. Thank you.
All right, bro. It's gonna bring us to Marley. Marley, you're up.
Okay. I am... Okay, cool. That's fine. Just checking I had something. I'm gonna need the three below me to make charisma saves as I cast Bane on all three of them.
Okay, bro, that will work. Technically there's no longer 3 of them below you.
Okay.
There is 2 directly below you, and then the leader actually backed off 30 feet.
Okay.
So, but you can still bane them all, I believe, because it's got a range of 60 feet, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at some saving throws.
They have to beat my charisma, which is 15.
Yeah,
well,
it'll be a spell save DC. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Just checking this. Yeah, okay. So the leader, my saving throw, is going to get a 28.
What the? I hate this fight.
The first fanatic is not going to do anywhere near as well.
Good.
Yeah, no, they're going to get a 14, which I believe fails.
Fails.
And the second one is going to get an 18, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So one of them fails.
Okay.
Bane.
Okay. The leader takes. Bear with me. I need to roll my Hunter's Mark dice. I forgot to get a d6 out because I'm a dumbass.
You need to hit them to do damage to Hunter's Mark.
I literally give up.
Hunter's Mark will deal an additional d6 damage with every time you hit them.
Yep. This is going so well. For my bonus action, and I'll drink my potion of healing.
Alright.
Which is 2d4 plus 2. Okay. Oh, 8. 10. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Something
That's a
good
pretty good hit
happened.
out of a potion.
Yay.
That is, some would argue that is the most you can get out of that potion.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Are you going to move anywhere?
No, it's fine.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the cultists then. The 2 by Feng are going to immediately attempt to attack Feng. Both of them are going to stab out. One of them is going to get an actual 1. The other one's going to get a 14, which I believe misses Feng. Cool. The other 2 are going to look one across to Paraxia, one up towards Marle. Both of them once again lashing out with these Eldritch Blasts. One towards Paraxia is going to be a 16 to hit.
My AC.
It matches, so it does hit. This bolt of energy crashing across you for 9 points.
The tentacle that is close to me will slam down in front of me and soak up 8 points of that damage.
Nice.
Like one.
That's dope. That is dope.
And that's an infinite reaction.
The other is going to shoot his Eldritch Blast up at Marle. A 24 to hit you. Sorry, 22 to hit you. Still hits. Alright.
Yeah, that hits.
They have a minus D4 though, sorry.
Yeah, they do.
They're baned. They are baned.
They are losing 3 off of that roll.
19.
That does not
Which I
hit.
believe misses. Yeah, your bane immediately causing them their bolt just to go wide. As it you sort of maneuver yourself with the wings, like, oh shit, as it goes straight up in front of you. That is going to end their turn. Which brings us back to the top. The leader sort of takes a look at the battlefield. Grins. Finish them off. I'm going to return to the ritual. Don't disappoint. and they are going to sort of raise their hand and begin casting a spell. That is going to end their turn. You do watch as this sort of 8 tendrils begin to spread out from the floor, burning the grass like an 8-pointed star beneath their feet. Feng, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack the weakling in front of me.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
$25.
It's definitely gonna hit.
I'm gonna do it one-handed this time.
All right, yeah, reaching out with one hand, just clobbers down, absolutely crushing the poor guy that you left on 1 hit point. He is very much toast. The second attack?
On the other guy.
Yep. As he comes in with a backhand.
That'll be 26.
He's definitely going to hit.
And 10
So
points of damage.
1d8 plus 4. Yeah, 10. Nice. And in doing so, using it one-handed, it leaves him open for a offhand attack with his claw. So you may make another attack.
26 again.
All right, nice. That's 1d4 plus 6.
7.
Nice. As he rains down blow after blow upon those 2 unfortunate souls, he's going to stay in combat with them. Mamba, you're up.
How far am I from Marle?
From Marle,
I'm
30
in the
feet
air, babe.
across and 30 feet up in the sky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck off, I don't hear you then. Yeah, Sapphire Strike, dagger, well, sword, and bad guy, leader.
You go for the leader. What is your movement speed?
30.
30. Cool. I take it you're going to activate your Zephyr Strike attack to move the full 60 to get there.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So you cast Zephyr Strike and immediately activate it, boosting way past the 2 bodyguards. With this burst, because Zephyr Strike meaning you can't get attack opportunity, and then as you get to these 2 bodyguards, you activate the Zephyr Strike, move an additional 30 feet, accelerating in this like blur of wind, and immediately get to make your attack roll at advantage against the leader.
Yeah, you also wanna mark him if I hit.
If you hit, cool.
As a favorite foe.
Nice, go for it, make your attack roll. It is advantage because of the Zephyr Strike.
This is so sad. 15? That's so good.
They can't cast shield because they're currently concentrating on another spell. That does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
1d6 plus another d6 plus
your d4, yeah. I think.
No.
Is it a d6? Oh yeah, you leveled up.
Yeah, so 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6 plus your attack modifier.
10.
Nice. Is that including the +2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Nice. 10. Do they maintain concentration? They do maintain concentration around 10. Okay. Your blade sort of cuts across them, and they sort of stagger back, clutching at the wound. You do get another attack if you wish.
Yep.
This is not at advantage.
An advantage, yeah. Okay, that's it. 10.
A 10 unfortunately does not hit. That blur of movement, almost as it ends, it almost throws you off as you go to attack, and just you're a little bit slower than you were on your first attack, and it's like, well, I've got to get used to this. As the blade does cut across, Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? You've used your bonus action to cast Self Strike. That is going to end your turn, isn't it?
Yeah, I already did all my flipping away.
Yeah, cool. All right. Paraxia, you're up.
So that cultist is still there. She's casting her spell still, right?
Yeah, she's 60 feet from you.
Is Mamba in the... Never mind, Mamba's a gnome.
Mamba is half their height.
Okay, never mind. I was trying to be nice. Okay, I won't sidestep. I am gonna clap my hands together and focus a little bit, and I'm gonna fire both my Eldritch Blasts at the cultists far away.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
I have 120 feet of range on them. Oh, that's a 19 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Both of them hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Can you please tell me the damage is separately, not combined?
Yes.
Both these bolts of energy just striking into their form.
Yep. So the first strike is an 8.
Okay.
And the second strike is a 9.
Okay. There's a look of pain and anguish on their face as these bolts strike, but they grit their teeth and the spell continues.
So there's only one more cultist by Feng who's in front of me,
yes,
right?
Behind you.
Behind me, okay,
Yeah.
but there's 2 cultists in front of me.
There's 2 cultists in front of you, yeah.
And cultist lady casting the spell is how far away from me from where I'm stood?
60 feet.
She is 60 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, no, you stepped behind Mamba, so 65.
I'm gonna take 5 feet movement forwards.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna slam my foot again and summon a tentacle up right next to the cultist that's summoning her spell because it's got 60 feet of range on it.
Nice. Yeah. So you use a second for a second use of it. The tentacle that's sort of next to you drops into the floor as if it was sinking beneath waves, and then just rebursts out the floor 60 feet from you next to that cultist, and you get to immediately make another attack roll.
And I'm gonna give her a pat with it. Big ol' wet slap.
I'm gonna make that attack.
What's it? Is it +6? Oh, 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
This one. It fell off. I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, 7 + 3 is 10.
10.
Points of frost damage.
Good hit. Good hit. The tentacle slams down across them, and in with that, they grit their teeth, maintain concentration, although they themselves are now looking pretty haggard and worn down. They're looking pretty rough. With that, the cultist is going to go. Are you going to move anywhere else? Oh, sorry, Marley's next. Are you going to move anywhere else?
I am. I'm gonna get sort of like at an angle behind Feng. Start supporting him.
Alright, cool. You move backwards towards Feng. Alright, cool. Marle, you're up.
I told you, you're fucked. I'm going to fly at teleporty McFace, and swing at her. And I will probably do something in a second.
Someone that's good at math, help me out here. Is the distance from Marle to that individual 30 feet?
If going at a
Marle is 30 feet up, they are 30 feet to the side.
At a perfect 45-degree angle, it would be 30 feet.
No, it wouldn't. We're using Pythagoras' theorem here.
Oh, yeah.
It's 42. I checked it when Mamba
was there. Oh, why does everything hate me?
You do have all of your actions and bonus actions. I can tell you now that you can make it.
Yep. I know exactly how I'm going to make it. Fuck this bitch. I am face stepping
You face step
behind
30
her.
feet. Okay, cool. So you fly down about 10 feet first, and then probably about 15 feet first if you want to get behind them, and then immediately vanish from the air. You guys watch as Marle soars down on wings, does like a barrel roll, and just explodes into leaves, and then just reappears. And then just reappears behind them. It does use your bonus action to face.
That's fine. That is 22 to hit on the first one. I'm smiting.
Swing down. Go ahead and roll your damage as the blade connects.
It's a level 1 smite. That is going to be 9, 13, 16 plus the Hunter's Mark dice.
D6.
18 points of damage.
18 points.
And then I am taking my second swing because this bitch has upset me. And I will.
The blade connects, bursts into energy. You get a second swing. It is advantage with.
Oh yeah, it is. I will hallow the earth you walk on, bitch. Advantage, advantage, advantage. Hello, 25 to hit, and I'm smiting again.
What level?
First.
First level. Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I am Angie. 15.
Is that including the Hunter's Mark?
Oh no, it isn't.
That's very important.
That is 19 points of damage.
19?
Yep.
How do you want to kill it?
Fuck yeah. I want to fly around her as I'm swiping my sword, and on the final flight in, I want to plunge my sword into her heart, and then whisper into her ear, "You're fucking dead, bitch," and then kick her to the ground.
All right.
Marle is angry.
As you sort of circle them with your wings, you begin slicing and cutting against their skin. Mamba joins in with their blade, sort of cutting low as you're cutting high. The two of you almost covering every mark at this point. Before you swoop down, impale your blade through their torso, lifting them off the floor before kicking them down into the dirt. As they collapse down, there's this grin on their face.
Can I kick her in the face? Thank you.
Immediately ending that.
Good. No snide remarks from this bitch.
That's gonna end your turn. I believe. Yeah, cool. The rest of the cultists, the one next to Feng is gonna immediately sort of take stock of their surrounding, and they're actually gonna run. Feng, can you please make me an attack of opportunity?
25.
Definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll some damage for Feng.
What one? Two hand or one hand?
Which one would have Feng you've used? Yeah, which one would have Feng used? Two hands. So that is a D10 plus 6.
10.
10? The Warhammer crashes into their back as they flee, but they do stand upright, and they are going to immediately just dash away, dashing about 60 feet away from Feng. The other two also are going to take a look at what just happened to their leader, and suddenly looking a lot more fearful for their lives, are going to split up, and both of them are going to dash like 60 feet in opposite directions. That is going to end their turn. The leader is dead.
Wait, did you say that the guys next to the leader run away?
They are 30 feet away from the leader. Because you had to run. You had to run past them to get to the leader who fell back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
man.
So they're now running 60 feet in opposite directions. Feng, hangs up.
I'll try this again. Can I throw the hammer?
No.
Damn.
Well, you can try, but it is not a thrown weapon.
What would it be? A strength check?
It'll be disadvantage. Feng's not proficient in throwing hammers, and the hammer's not designed to be thrown. So it'll be It'll be a D20 at disadvantage plus 4.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna dash towards the one that just ran away from me, my full movement speed.
30 feet. Yep. Yeah, 35, sorry, yep.
45.
45. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Speed went up.
Okay, disadvantage. It'll be 17.
17? 17 does hit. Go ahead and roll me 1d4 plus 4.
8.
8. The hammer collides with the back of this dude's head and just caves his skull in as he collapses to the floor. He is dead. And I think that'll probably end Feng's turn. It's going to bring us to Mamba. You've got 2 individuals that have just bolted off in random directions. Both of them are probably 75 feet from you.
So they run away again next to me.
No, one of them has run. So if you went from left to them to right to get to the leader, they went up and down.
What? Sorry.
So if you ran this way, and they were here in the middle, one of them has run that way, and one of them has run that way.
Okay. I was thinking, how can they run up? Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So there's no one around me.
No, both of those guys are probably about 75 feet from you now.
Alright. So how far is the closest one? Sorry.
75 feet.
75, the closest. And from the soul searches, like what's Marle was.
Marley's right next to you. Paraxia and Paraxia's maybe 50 feet from you. So they went off behind Feng, and Feng's just booked it off in the opposite direction. Like Feng's like 95 feet away on the other side of you.
Marle, do you need some healing?
I'm good. Go get one of them. I'll get the other.
That's too far away from me. So we'll fly together?
Hell yeah. Can I? Yes? Can I pick up Mamba?
You can on your turn.
Sweet.
The rules for carrying an ally is that it halves your movement speed.
Uh-huh. It's fine, just run. Just run.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running.
Alright. How far did you go?
20 feet, my maximum.
Are you going to use your action to dash?
Can I? Yeah. If I can.
Yes. So you go 60 feet. You're still 15 feet behind one of them.
Yep.
Paraxia.
Righty. So from me, how far is the one that ran? It'd be the one that ran down that would be closest to.
Right. You went about 25 feet away from the center. So that'd be 55 and 60 down. Quite a ways. 115 feet.
Ooh. Can I see him?
Yeah. There's a couple of trees and bushes in the way, but you can.
Oh, can I adjust
They will
myself?
get half cover.
Can I adjust themselves? Can I adjust myself so I can see them a little bit better?
Yeah. I'm gonna say no because you guys are in a forest, right?
Okay.
Quite an overgrown one. So they will probably have half cover here.
Okay. And the other side one, is it a bit more open or same thing?
Same deal. Same deal.
Well, I will walk towards Mamba. I'm in no rush, and as I do, I'm going to glance to the left, see a little bit of like clothing and just send both.
All right, make your attack rolls.
Oh, I rolled a pair of 16s. That's 22 on both.
Both of them are going to hit. Both of these bolts just crashing into the one that Mamba gives chase to.
I wasn't expecting to hit those. I lie.
So that's 2d10 plus 6, I believe.
And first one's a 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second one's 5.
9 points.
1 and a 2.
Oof, it happens. But nice hits. You had 2 solid hits, just bam, bam, into the back of this cultist. They do continue to attempt to flee. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Marle.
I'm going to bring the tentacle as close as I can to myself.
All right. Bring it across to you. Marle, you're up.
With the one Mamba's running after, I'm going to go to the other one. How much of a distance will I have to cover?
They are 75 feet from you.
Okay. All
so
right.
you can move 30.
And then dash 30.
And then dash 30. You'll be 15 feet away from them.
Okay. I never use this. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna move 30.
Yeah.
You said 75 feet away.
75 feet away.
Ugh. No, it doesn't even work. No, it's fine. I'll do that. And then, can I do any spells? Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to attempt to cast Whole Person on him.
Ooh, whole person's range of 60 feet?
Yeah. They have to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
A Wisdom saving throw. Alright.
Are they the one that I marked by any chance?
This one would be the one that
That's
you banged,
amazing,
so
cool.
it's a minus the d4.
They're going to minus 4 off of that.
Minus a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so they rolled a 19. Plus 1 to 20, minus 4 to 16. What's your DC?
15.
15?
Damn it. Yeah.
They do pass.
Yeah.
Just. That is, I believe, going to be the end of your turn. You got a bonus action, actually. They're 45 feet from you.
I don't think I can specifically do anything, as far as I am aware. I can do a... No, because all my spells have gone, and I don't want to waste my last second level spell slot on anything. Yeah, so we're fine.
So at the end of your turn, both of these cultists are going to go another 60 feet as they just keep dashing away off into the woods. Feng, you turn around, your allies are rushing into the woods and you can't see who they're hunting.
I'm going to go pick up my weapon first, and then use the rest of my movement to go towards
back towards Paraxia. Yeah, cool, back towards the group. Mamba, you're up. You were 15 feet away, you're now 75 feet away again. You're muted still.
Oopsie. Never mind. So first strike speed only works if I attack, right?
Yeah, on the turn that you attack, you get an additional 30 feet, I think. I will double check for you.
So if I... No, because dash would be my action, right?
Dashing would be your action, yeah.
Yeah, well, run 30 is 30 feet, and then dash another 30.
Yeah, you'd be 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay, so you keep rushing off after them. Are you going to do anything as a bonus action?
Nah, No.
All right. That's going to bring us to Paraxia.
How close did I get?
Did you want to have moved your full movement towards them? So you would have gone 30. They were 115. They're now 175 minus the 30. 100. They're now 145 feet away.
I can't do anything. Oh, I can actually. I'm gonna move 30 feet forwards and then 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right. You do close the distance. Yeah, 115 feet away. You do close the gap, and you get to make an attack roll again. Make 2
Half
attacks.
cover again?
It's still half cover, yeah. Which is a change to their AC, just to let you know.
Yeah. Okay, so first one, 19.
Hits.
Oh, well, second one hits then because the second one's a 15 plus 6 is 21.
Nice. Yep, both of them hit.
D10s.
Yep.
Come on. Do you know what? I'm not going to roll that one this time. Oh, that's better. A 6 plus 3 is 9.
9.
And an 8 plus 3 is 11. So 20 damage altogether.
Nice. As these 2 bolts crash into the back of this cultist, they immediately stumble, and as they are sprinting off into the woods, I'll see if they stay on their feet. On a roll of 3, no, they will not. They actually tumble and fall to the floor, crashing into the dirt. Is that going to end your turn? You've got a bonus action left.
Give me uno momento. No. It's not. No.
That's
never
it.
mind.
No, that's it.
Where's? They're not within. No. No. I can't do it. Never mind.
All right. Marle, you're up.
Alright, so he's moved another 60 feet.
Another 60 feet away, yeah.
Right. Okay. I haven't actually used this weapon in a while, so is it an action to get another weapon out?
You may stow and draw 1 weapon for free.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I'd like to pull out my crossbow.
Are you currently holding a shield?
Yeah.
It takes an action to remove your shield. And a crossbow is a 2-handed weapon.
Oh, this is a hand crossbow.
Oh yeah, you've got a hand crossbow.
Yeah.
Yes, you may stow your sword actually and draw your hand crossbow.
Cool. I am gonna fire at this boy.
Cool. I assume you're moving a bit closer to get within the minimum range.
Yeah, I'm. Oh no, my minimum range is 120 feet.
Sorry, yeah, cool. That's definitely gonna be in range.
I would like to use my movement to get closer to him though.
Oh, you move 30 feet forwards. Get your hand crossbow out.
Sorry, I rolled that completely badly then. That's a 20 to hit.
20
Dirty.
is gonna hit. A dirty 20 is gonna hit. That is 1d6 plus your dexterity modifier and damage.
Is it? Oh.
1d6.
I got excited then. Well, I luckily rolled 6.
Nice.
Do I get to fire this twice?
Oh, sorry?
Do I get to fire this twice?
No, it does not have the. It has the loading property. Which means you can only use it once a turn.
All right, that's fine. Cool. And just because I just want to, I'm gonna Misty Step as close to this person as I possibly can, and bye all my spell slots.
60. You're 45 feet away.
Okay. That is me, as far as I'm aware.
It's going to come to their turn. The one that you're chasing sprints another 60 feet away. He is now 105. The one near Mamba actually spends half of his movement standing up and only makes it 45 feet from you. So that is a total. He is exactly 60 feet away from you now, Mamba. Which is gonna end his turn, and that's with his dash as well. It's gonna end his turn. Feng, pretty far away. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm going to dash towards the one towards Marle and pathetically try and throw my hammer at it since it worked for me last.
It's out of range to throw a hammer. It is.
He wouldn't know that though.
Yeah, Feng just launches it. It goes pretty far. It goes about 45 feet. That's a long way to throw a two-handed warhammer. But it doesn't quite make it. In fact, it's about 200 feet short. But yes.
And I'm just
Mamba. Shit. Mamba, it's your turn.
Okay, so the closest one I have is 60 feet away.
Yes, exactly 60.
Whew. Yeah,
Also looking really hurt.
Yeah, anyway, in this action, I'm going to find the reset. But yeah, I move 30 feet and then I dash another 30 feet. That's all.
Okay, so you dash up to him. You are next to him. That will end the turn though. Okay, cool. Paraxia, you're now really struggling to see them.
Okay. So that was only 45 feet of movement, which now puts them at...
They were 115. They've just moved 45. So 150 away from you.
Oh, 30 feet of movement still puts them within 120 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the max range of my Eldritch Blast.
Cool. You do see that Mamba is right next to them.
Okay. Ooh. Hang on, I'm doing maths. I'm not very good at maths, so this is going to go poorly. No, I can't get close enough. And I'm out of spells. Eldritch Blast.
Alright, make it 2 attack rolls. They do still have half cover from the distance you're firing the spells.
I don't know where these rolls are coming from tonight. Both are above 20.
Yeah, both are going to hit.
To be more precise, 21 and 23.
Both of them hit. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, and 8 plus 3, 9 plus 3.
Nice. As these 2 bolts just crash into the Mamba, you get to this guy just in time to see these 2 bolts collide with him. The magic just immediately frying the life out of him as he drops dead on the floor in front of you.
And
He is dead.
Paraxia is just gonna boom on the floor and just lay there. Just completely out of breath.
Okay. Marle.
How far away is this bitch?
They just dashed another 60, so they're what? They were 45, they're 105.
Jesus Christ. How were they looking when I shot them?
This is the first time they've been shot.
Oh. There's no way I'm killing him with just 1 crossbow bolt every single time. I give up. I'll just fly back towards the group.
Okay. You begin flying back to the group, and that cultist sprints off into the night. You guys have a moment to get together. And Feng collects their warhammer. And they spend a moment just collecting themselves. Before shaking their heads, calming down, and returning to the group. Oh, good fight.
I'm sorry. She was pretty.
I would like to think that Mamba walked straight past me on the floor, just laying there, because I wouldn't have got up for a couple of seconds, just chilling, embracing the wilderness, like, and I'll probably stumble into camp last.
Move.
Oh,
I'm gonna go over and help him up.
okay.
So now that we're out of combat, I'm going to get you to stop playing Feng. Now that we're out of combat.
I'm gonna get up with Mamba. I've been frozen too many times to be moving that fast, that quickly. Oh, Everyone was so much slower back in my day. Whew.
Back in my day.
I am tired. Come on then, let's go. Oh.
I couldn't get the guy.
No.
No.
Okay.
Too stupidly quick.
Took literally everything I had to get that one. Oh. Oh.
You have some explaining to do, actually, Paraxia. What? I'm just gonna let you talk.
A beating from the bear. Like, you hit really hard, by the way. That's not cool.
Yeah, I don't think that was me.
No.
Sorry.
Trust me, I know it wasn't.
You're pretty squishy though.
I mean, I was still standing.
It was a good fight.
Yeah. Well, that's you say fight.
Sorry.
One-handed beating.
Yeah.
Pretty fun though. I haven't had a fight like that in a long time. You've done more damage to me more than anyone else did today.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than our arm wrestle, wasn't it?
Which was also quite fun.
Paraxia, stop skipping the question.
I'm bleeding here. Bad.
I use lay on hands to heal you.
How many points?
How much do you need?
To
be fair, I don't know that.
numbers.
I will give you 15 points of health.
How'd you look?
Significantly better than I did.
There you go.
There, now you better tell us the fuck.
I mean, I explained most of it last night. I woke up with powers.
Yeah, but you didn't explain how you were with the cult.
I'm not with the cult.
And why did she say that you were?
Probably because of my powers. Something tells me we probably got them in similar ways.
Okay. So it's just
Something
a
tells me-
coinky dink.
If you check that body,
Uh-huh.
she might have one of these. And I pointed the mark on my arm.
I'm gonna loot the bodies and look for arrows and more things. So
On
loot the bodies.
on the
I will-
note of you looking for arrows and stuff, I'm just gonna give you my crossbow. I literally don't use it, you can take it.
And a proficiency then. I need. Thank you.
Are you proficient in martial Are you proficient in martial weapons, Mamba?
I think so.
I was just about to say I am, but it's not. It's my packed weapon. I forgot. I was like, oh,
Imagine not being proficient in crossbows, but being proficient in longbows and stuff. Like,
Shut up. Yes, I am.
You are
Not so
proficient.
simple.
You are proficient in crossbows.
take my
Okay.
crossbow then.
Okay,
You
give
may-
me your arrows and your crossbow.
Okay.
Thank you, Marle,
You
but I'm
you get
still-
you add a hand crossbow to your equipment
And 17
um,
bolts.
17 bolts, not arrows, bolts.
Yep.
oh. Anyway, but yes. And I will shout out to Mamba. Your arrows are in the leader. You hit the leader with the arrows.
Thank you.
Thank
We need-
you.
We need to get you some more. But yeah, I mean,
sorry.
don't know what to tell you. Like,
Mamba, can you please make me an investigation check whilst these guys are talking?
Yep.
Yep.
Continue on this.
Feng, did you loot the one that you tore up?
No, I just killed him
No, you should.
No, no.
and his friend.
Not
Did
20.
you get the other one as well?
Yeah, he was running and I like clobbered him one real good from distance.
You can throw that thing?
Not like I prefer to swing and hit people with it, but yeah, it's kind of desperate.
More power to you. More power to you. But anyway,
Sort of friends.
as you were saying, as I was saying, oh, I've just taken a beating. I can't stand this. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I woke up and I could summon tentacles and shit.
You didn't like
Which is
pray
crazy.
to anyone?
No,
You just had
No.
the power.
not a religious man.
I mean, me neither, but like,
Something tells me that when I got frozen, that was meant to happen.
Somebody fuckied with you.
I had the muck before I got froze.
Oh.
Something tells me that may have been a trigger for it. But those blasts are not the only thing I can do. I can do all manners of shit. Saved your ass once. You probably didn't even realize I did it.
When?
When she was gonna grab you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Bet you
Thank
didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see it coming. No, that was really great. Thank you. I had to clear up why you have the same powers as they do.
I mean, I wanted to sort of pin one down, but they're just quick, and I have not been unstoned since, yesterday. This is a lot for 24 hours of being alive.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, I can do a lot of stuff, but that pushed me quite well.
Yeah, same. I don't like people like that.
No.
Unholy fuckers.
I'm gonna stand up, give it a little stretch. I'm gonna see if I can drop Armor of Agathis and drop 10 hit points.
Yep.
We'll say that Paraxia doesn't feel very comfortable.
Yeah, that's fine. If you would like to deliberately drop them, you can.
Do they stay after Armor of Agathis? It's just 10 hit points.
Let me just
It's an hour long.
double check. It lasts an hour, so the 10 hit points will vanish when Armor of Agathis finishes.
I'll drop it. Not a big fan of being in ice for too long.
As you drop that, Mamba, you're busy searching these bodies. You do recover the one arrow that you managed to get in successfully without it breaking to bits. So you do recover one arrow from the leader. As you're searching them, you do put up that they have the exact same burnt tentacle marking on their forearms as you. They also have a couple of sheets of parchment on them. And
Did you get the number I rolled?
you got a natural 20, right?
Yeah, so I got a 22.
Yeah. That's why you're finding loads of shit. So you get a couple of sheets of parchment, which, opening them up, you immediately spot one as a map and one as some form of letter. What languages do you speak?
I speak Gnomish, Sylvan, Celestial, Common, and Elvish.
You don't understand the words. They look more like symbols to you.
Oh,
Hold
look
on.
over to Mamba.
You also find some strange-looking rod tucked away into their clothing, and it's covered in these strange markings that, again, you've not really seen before. However, as you pick it up, there is some sort of energy to it. You also managed to find 92 gold pieces in a coin purse. And another one of these ceremonial daggers. Only this one is sort of embedded with an amber eye in the hilt.
Fancy shit.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I walk over?
You can.
I want to take a look at her face.
Okay. Peeling back the hood, you take a look, and they're human.
Yep.
You don't recognize them.
Good. I'd be a bit worried if I did.
There's not that much information. You see that they've got like short red hair, sort of combed over on one side and half shaved on the other.
With the letter, can I have a butcher's at it, please, Mamba? Can I have a look at that?
Yeah, of course. And
I'm going to take the letter.
Yep.
And is it deep speech or infernal?
No.
Oh shit. Not even I read this, and I read the weird stuff.
Maybe Galadesis can translate it when we meet her. If I remember
Yeah.
right, you had a spell to understand every language.
That's pretty handy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna sit cross-legged on the floor and just... Oh my god, did you guys find anything cool?
I haven't found anything. Feng, did you go and search those bodies yet?
Oh yeah, I'll go do that now. Trudges on over.
You get one, I'll get the other.
Yeah, alright.
I'll go to the far one.
Okay. Feng gets across. As you go past Feng, you take a look, and Feng sort of crouches down this huge form of this bear Goliath hybrid. And as he goes to sort of put his paws on, there's this. As he turns primal and just starts feasting on the body.
Looks like Feng found dinner.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird to get used to.
I'm going to take a wide circle around Feng. I'm not going to go anywhere near him when I go look the other body.
If a person is poisoned, I can purify food and drink, right? That's just a holy power I have. So what if Feng eats a person? Does that person now count as food and drink?
I think anything's food and drink to Feng at this moment in time.
The many mysteries of the universe.
I'm gonna look at the body that the hammer thrown at.
Okay. Make me an investigation check, please.
Ooh. Actually, that's not that bad. 18?
You find 32 gold pieces, a sort of tentacle-shaped dagger, and aside from that, little else. They too have the markings on their forearm.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna cut his arm off.
Okay.
And with a bit of humour in my voice, I'm gonna be like, "Fetch!" I'm gonna throw the arm past Feng.
As you throw the arm past Feng, with lightning-fast reflexes, Feng actually just bends their head and catches it mid-flight.
Oh!
There's a loud crunch of the bone as he snaps it in half.
I'm gonna note that on things I didn't expect to see today.
Quick as shit for a bear. Nice. You good?
Feng returns to feasting on the corpse.
I'm gonna avoid you. Just, there's a blood trail to another body. Just go for it. Just please don't come near me again. And I'm gonna take another wide circle around Feng. Not going anywhere near him.
After a couple of minutes, Feng does stop. Sort of realizes what they're doing. Sort of stands up. You see him with his back to you guys as he sort of tries to clean his muzzle. Turning back to you, and the white polar bear fur is just matted with red blood. Sorry about that, guys.
I mean, we're all a little bit weird here.
I mean, we all have to
wings
eat.
yesterday.
That's true. That's true.
What a bit. So what?
She didn't have wings yesterday. I woke up covered in seawater, and you're all half a bear eating people. I think the only normal one here is Mamba.
True.
So, yeah. Nothing against you. Carry on. Just don't eat me.
I'm not trying. What
Right
do you do
then.
now?
I'm gonna take one of my regular daggers. Actually, is there a big stick nearby?
You're in a forest. You could definitely make a big stick.
Okay, I'm gonna summon my longsword, cut off a big old branch, trim it, and I'm gonna slam it into the bear trap and set the bear trap off.
It immediately snaps shut, snapping the stick in half. But let's set it.
Yep. Can I check around, see if there's any more nearby?
With your investigation check from earlier, yeah, there's a couple. There's about 3 more.
I'm gonna set them all off with sticks. And then try to collect them?
It takes time, but especially with the rest of your party around, including Feng, with his strength. You can collect all 4 hunting traps. They are big. They are quite cumbersome to carry.
Well, I'm gonna climb mine on the floor. At least they're not gonna be getting anyone again.
Yeah, they look nasty. We, I have no idea what we should do. We need to...
I don't even know.
I guess we need to figure out where the hell Galadesis is, but we don't know her woods, so we could, I don't know. I have no thoughts right now. I'm so freaking tired.
Yeah, telling me. Well, I mean, plans by today were either try and find your friend or take a visit to the old lady, and I'm not in any shape to go visit that old bag of leather again.
Yeah, I heard that bitch's voice in my head. Midway through that, I was about to do a really good swing and then she completely knocked me off it. Like, she's just ungodly. She's disgusting and she needs to be destroyed.
Okay.
I mean, no shape to do it right now, but yeah.
It's all the same to you. I'm gonna take a couple of seconds and chill, because I ache. I'm in pain.
Yeah. I think maybe we should try and leave Galad some kind of sign to find us. Like, I don't know how we would do that.
Do I remember what the front of the house looks like?
Do you?
I don't know. Do I? I do.
Probably.
Probably.
You were staring at it for 100 years.
I was there for a while.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you
we've
like
got some.
you can try and make a history check to recall it if you don't.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a history check.
Oh, I'm good at history checks. No, you didn't feel right. Oh, made that right decision. 15.
You remember a old dilapidated fountain in this massive garden. You remember a sort of a large porch area to the front of this manor house. Everything was sort of broken down and dilapidated, but still functional. A couple of large archways before hitting the front door, and big windows on the sides and on the second floor above it.
Add some ink and paper. I could probably jot it down. We could leave a note somewhere.
Maybe.
Dagger it to a tree.
Let me see. Do I have anything? I have nothing.
Does anyone have anything to contact your friend with?
No.
No.
Oh, what I can think is to use minor illusion to cast up like a ray of light or something.
It won't hold up for long enough.
Yeah. We don't know where this person is.
I don't know.
Carve it into a tree.
What are their names? I need to find their names. I don't remember their names.
Oh no! Ollie, no.
No. Don't. Please don't find the names.
Mike knows their names, but Paraxia doesn't.
Yeah, Galadesis is looking for them. No, don't do it.
Oh, ouch.
I have no idea which fucking notebook I put them in. Oh, thank you so much for one. Bellflower, Flax, could you appear? Like, are you around? I feel like you are.
Well, I've just coughed really bad and my throat's fucked up, so you will not get the annoying bits and voices, but there's an explosion of, like, fairy dust as both of them appear and they sort of smile and grin. Hi.
Hi.
That one looked fun. That one looked real fun.
That spooks Paraxia, and he like draws his sword like back.
They're friends, Paraxia, it's fine. I mean, they're at least my friends. Nobody else seems to like them for some reason.
Yeah, we like everyone else. Like,
Exactly, you're always so nice.
thought we were going to be travelling companions.
Yeah. We need a hand. We need to go and find our friend Galad. And we don't know where to go.
How do we know where to go?
Because you know where the Springwood is.
Yeah, we're in the Springwood.
Yeah, but like where they live.
But they came with you from outside the Springwood.
Uh-huh. And their
So we don't know where
home,
they live.
but their home is in this forest.
It's a big forest.
Yeah, and there's probably like one settlement.
Well, there's like outposts.
Uh-huh.
Are you talking about like the clan?
Yeah, the clan.
We don't really want to go there.
I know, but could you tell us where to go? Or like direct us some way there, and then you can poof.
Why would you want to go there?
From
Yeah?
my experience from a long time ago, no. Send the fairies, because I'm. If they haven't changed in all the years that I have remembered these folk from, we won't get to that village. We will die.
Yeah,
Before that.
they're pretty right. Yeah, especially as they gave you a day to leave,
That's
and
true.
you've spent. Well, you're running out of a day.
Yeah.
Day to leave? I was notified of this.
Oh yeah,
At
we were
some
given
point.
a day to leave because they're dickheads.
Ah, if
They're
that's the case,
really
then,
protective of their tree.
Yeah.
yeah, they were a long time ago.
Um.
The fact that we're this close and not dead is actually quite the miracle.
Most people actually don't get into the forest.
Yeah. Sorry, what were your
Bellflower
Flax?
and
Bell-
Flax.
Sorry about the sword.
See, they're
Is there-
lovely.
Do you two have a way of communicating from afar with each other?
Yeah, of course we do. We're magic.
Is
We're
there any
motherfucking
way?
pixie.
Okay. Do you reckon one of you could go and find? Is it Galad?
Yeah,
Someone
that's
else give a
right.
description, because I've not met this person yet. And the other one stay with us, just so we can get a message across.
So she's. I mean, Flax and Bellflower. Didn't you meet Galad? Yeah, you did. The
we were-
blue-haired
yeah,
wood elf that
We
was with
remember.
us. Mhm.
We remember.
Good. Yeah, if we do that, that would be quite helpful. Then we can get ourselves out of the forest so we don't upset them, and just sit on the edge and wait for you guys.
What's the message?
Tell them exactly where we are.
Yeah, I mean that's why I asked if you two had ways of communicating from afar. Because if one of you goes, we can talk
Yeah.
at the same time.
Where are you gonna be?
Outside of the forest. You know where we met you?
The little hole in the ground in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Okay, 1 second. And one of them just points their finger to their head. Told them.
Just like that.
Galad, at some point in your journey, pretty early on in your journey, you left camp the moment after the attempted on your life, and you've been traveling for a few hours. Daybreak has turned up, and then all of a sudden you hear in your head, Galad, we're all waiting for you at the hole in the ground in the middle of the forest that we came from. Lots of love, Flax. Would you like to try and say anything back?
Tell them to get out.
Galad says, get out.
Tell Galad that we've just had an attempt on our lives. We could use some help. And there's an evil old lady that we need to sort out. Please?
1 second.
I appreciate you.
Galad, the blue tiefling says
Oh no.
there's been an attempt on everyone's lives. They need your help. The crazy old hag needs to go.
You guys, keep an eye on that tiefling for me. And get them out of the forest. Because if they think what they face is bad,
Stop,
just wait.
stop. You guys here. Flax turns around and says, well, they started speaking, but they were speaking way too much and they ran out of words. So they say, keep an eye on that tiefling. It sounded serious. And get everyone out of the forest, but specifically the tiefling. Get the tiefling out of the forest. And then they were going to say something else, but they cut out.
Oh. Does she know you?
No, that's a bit rude.
Huh.
Fuck it, let's go. I'm going to start packing.
Alright, let's go. Meet at the meeting place. We can set up camp and stuff. And then at least she knows where we are. That works, right? And then we're not pissing off the grouchy wood elves. And yeah, we're all fine. Let's do that. Oh, we should take those bear traps with us.
Oh yeah, I plan to.
I'll carry one with you.
One over each shoulder
Yeah, I'll carry whatever's left.
to flex in front of Feng. Just one over each shoulder. I'm gonna start walking.
All right. So where are you guys headed?
Exactly where we just mentioned. The hole.
Okay, you guys begin trying to find your way back towards the hole. Who is going to lead the expedition in attempting to find their way back to the
Mamba should.
cavern?
Yeah, it will be me, but after hearing what Galad said, I don't trust Paraxia anymore, so I'm going to stay behind Paraxia.
I'll lead it.
And
I know
I'm
how to
going
get out of the
to-
forest.
Okay, if you're staying, if you're staying behind them, you cannot lead the party. So,
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm
Paraxia
Yeah,
will
cool,
use his
alright.
knowledge of getting to the old lady's house to get out of the forest.
okay. Paraxia, where are you heading? Where are you leading them?
Just
Wait,
away
wait,
from where we were. No idea. Just
Make me a survival check.
I would like to assist. Could I?
From behind.
I mean, I'm keeping on my eyesight. So, behind over to it.
I mean,
What gender are you?
I rolled a 19 for survival. I have a +3 on survival.
I believe Praxis male.
Yes.
Yeah, next to him or.
Okay.
I just wanna.
Mamba, make me a survival check at disadvantage.
Mhm.
As it's very hard to concentrate on looking for the clues that you left and the pathway that you left when your focus is not on the task at hand.
I don't know if you missed what I said. A 19 on the survival
A
check.
19? Okay.
Yeah.
I got an 18 in this.
An
class.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Paraxia does a pretty good job of leading people through the forest. However, it becomes quite apparent that Paraxia is leading you in a direction that isn't the direction of the hole you guys came from. And Mamba, you do notice this.
Okay, control then.
I'm just leading people the way out of the forest. I came into the forest to get to the old lady's house.
I'd take control and start leading the body.
Okay.
If that's all right.
No, just take
I
the
mean,
control.
Just be honest, I'm just walking.
Why did we let you lead? You don't even know where the hole is.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I mean, I don't know what hole you guys came in through, but I had to get to that old lady's house somewhere. I'm just following the way I came in.
Old lady's house later.
No. As in, I had to come through the forest to get to the old lady's house. So I'm just following the way I came in. It's probably either a shorter or longer way out.
Let's follow Mamba.
Okay.
Okay. You guys begin tracking and trailing your way through the forest. On your way back towards the trade network to the underground city. As you're doing this, Galad is making their way through the woods back to their old home. A place of memories, of ridicule, of bullying, a lack of acceptance, and eventually a mistakenly made, botched ritual that was the source of your life. And that is where we're going to take a break. It is 9:30. So we will take a 10-minute break with that, and we'll get back at 22. So, Galad, we'll return to you as the day progresses and it gets to the point where the sun begins to set over the edge of the canopy. You finally come into sight of the towering springwood tree, the great guardian that causes this place to be perpetually spring. You also see the signs and sites of your village. You see the wooden buildings high up in the trees, the tents that litter the forest floor. You see life, people moving about. People you've seen long ago, people you remember from all that time. More importantly, ahead of you, you see a procession of scouts. Some that you used to run with to protect the borders of the Springwood. Weapons at their side. Familiars to every individual. And each one waiting for you. In the center, you see your sister, Mafalda, looking across to you. Arms folded, a look of pure hatred smeared across their face. As you're walking up, you do hear Juliana sort of whisper down to you. Village is pretty high strung. almost everyone here believes you're responsible for your father's disappearance. So, I'd just be really careful what you say.
I'm not good at that.
I suggest you really try. Like, your life kind of depends on it. Alright?
Thanks.
Good luck. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not being supportive.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I see. And they walk up with you as your sister stands before. I thought we gave you a day to leave.
I sent the others off. Look, you guys clearly need help. And we already know they're weak to fire magic. And not only do I have a lot of it, I can also get more.
And where'd you plan on getting more from?
Every time I sleep, I can change my spells. I can basically make it so any wooden weapons you have catch on fire. Give you torches to fight with. Just back me up. I got some pretty strong fire magic.
Torches. Good one. We tried that. We've lost some good folk fighting it too.
Well, I was trying to make sure that didn't happen.
So, you think you're going to walk in here and single-handedly put an end to a scourge that has been here for decades now?
Well, I don't believe I have the strength to do it alone, but I literally took an oath after I left here that says I cannot leave this without at least trying.
And you wouldn't know anything about breaking oaths and tradition at all, would you?
Tradition and oath are not the same thing, Mafalda, and I never took an oath to protect this forest. What did this forest ever do for me besides shun me?
So why do you want to stay and fight it?
I already told you I have an oath, and if I want to continue to use magic, I need to uphold it.
And what's your oath?
To help those in need. It was from my Grandmaster, the one who taught me how to use this magic. That could very well save your lives. I know Theotis didn't like us using magic. But you've tried to use traditional fights and traps and all manner of elven fighting, and it has yet to work for you. I do not want this place to die out. Just because I don't live here anymore doesn't mean I don't care.
Talk about something more important then.
I don't know where Theotis is. I don't know. I have nothing to do with his disappearance.
You vanished 100 years ago. The exact same time he did.
Maybe he came after me. I mean, I am his daughter, and I am technically the heir to his position.
You might have been once. But you abandoned your people.
trust me, I never had any intention of becoming an heir.
The scouts on the edge of our home, even they heard the screaming. Have you ever heard someone screaming so violently? Screaming of someone having their soul ripped from their body.
No.
Father definitely didn't come looking for you. Because his body's still here.
Oh, wait, what?
Come with me. As they turn. And they begin leading you off towards the spring oak, the spring tree. You see the scouts forming around you. As you begin following them through the village, the people that were once your neighbors, once, perhaps, although not necessarily kind, were not in themselves bullies. People that saw you as an elf, maybe not friend, but harbored no ill will. You now see as they gather. You can see the whispers, the looks of anger, disappointment, the looks of disgust and confusion, the looks of sadness and grief. Yet everyone, without fault, or sorry, without exception, is looking at you.
I'm
As you
definitely
are-
looking around nervously.
As you are paraded towards the garden tree, you hear Jodie whispering in your head. This is a mistake. We should definitely just leave. They're going to do something to us.
Did you steal my father's soul?
No,
Do you know who did?
no! I'm a rabbit! I'm a magical rabbit, but I'm a rabbit. And besides, you took half of mine!
Yeah, well, I've already paid for that 1,000 times over, haven't I?
Yeah, I kind of have half of yours too. Alright, yeah, but no, I don't.
You know I can't. You know I can't just turn a blind eye. Not if I want to continue to be who I am.
You don't need to hold up any oaths. Your magic doesn't come from an oath. It comes from your mind. Your brilliant mind. And me. And me. It also comes from me.
Mm-mm. Just like I made a promise with you, I made a promise with him. I can't just abandon it.
These people are gonna kill us. Or they're just gonna strip us apart and take all of our magic. They're gonna find your spell book. They'll take it away.
I guess this is the rot that I have sown. I'm sorry I dragged you into it.
Well, if you won't run, I'll make you. Can you please make me a wisdom saving?
No, you won't. 23.
23. What is the rebellious rabbit modifier, please?
8.
22. You do manage to resist. For a moment, you feel Jodie shifting on your shoulder, and your legs sort of stop moving. Like you're walking with precision, and you suddenly you plant your foot and you can't move it before this mental energy is fought through, and you continue walking. This is a mistake.
I'm gonna
A
yell her name.
mistake. Just out loud or into your head?
No, out loud. Be like, Jodie!
Your sister turns, and in fact, there's a sort of a look of surprise from the procession. Who the fuck is Jodie?
No one?
Can you please make me a deception check?
Oh, that's not working out. That's 4.
Your sister takes a good look at you. Come on. They turn their head and continue walking. As you continue walking, you find yourself soon at the very base of the springwood tree. Ahead of you, large roots rise up and then dig down into the dirt. And as your sister steps forwards, they raise their hand and run it across the bark. They say something, though you struggle to understand it. You realize they're speaking in Druidic, something that you were never able to do. Part of what made you turn to the more arcane arts. As the roots begin to part, the groaning of wood and the rustling of leaves, the moving of earth as a doorway opens up into the tree itself. The procession stops and just your sister steps in. Do you follow?
Mm-hmm.
As you begin walking in amongst these roots, you see the lights of tiny fireflies lighting up this very spiritual and sacred place. You walk through the boughs of the large oak until you arrive at a pedestal. You know this to be the heart of the springwood tree. A wooden heart that beats steadily. Dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. And there, at the base, encased entirely in amber, you see the still, peaceful, but unmoving body of your father. We had to lock him in like this so that his body didn't decay.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. We should probably focus on the Crimson Scourge first.
We've been fighting this Crimson Scourge for a long time now. We've used what we have. We've used standard fire and torches. It worked a bit. We even hired some mercenaries from Driftwood. None of that worked. You don't have the power to defeat this Crimson Scourge. Some of the best of us tried. The Council themselves. They tried. Two of them were lost to the Scourge itself. One of them is now a statue in a garden.
A tiefling? Blue?
No. One of us, one of our people.
Awkward.
There was...
Do you know... Go ahead.
There was a power in that old manor. One that rivaled the council itself. Some of our greatest. It's a power that only Father has had. And now he's not with us. His body is. But his soul, that is what's been taken.
So you think it originates from that garden?
We think the scourge originates from the house. Somewhere under it, the trees speak of a sickness. A sickness made by an old crone. But a crone that has a power we can't contend with. That you definitely can't contend with. For
Does it
all
have
your
any-
new magic tricks, you're still the same Galad. Abandoning the ways of your people to clutch at something different. Still too weak.
I don't know. With my new family, we have done quite a bit. And I really don't give a shit about being weak, Mafalda. I'm
No.
not here to compete with you anymore. I've got enough of that.
Then perhaps you can heed this warning. You fought one of those treants and your friend died. Is your blind oath gonna take you to get the rest of them killed? Because that is not the strongest thing out there. Nor is it the only one of them out there.
So what you're saying is we need to find Theotis.
Father might have more power. Failing that, your friends and you need to find more of your own.
Fine. I'll help find Theotis, but I want you to answer one thing for me. Does it have anything to do with this?
They take a look at your wrist. We've only seen this once.
Where?
A traveller came through from Driftwood. They tried to force their way into the Springwood. It didn't end well for them.
Of course it didn't. And who was that traveler?
We don't know. Some human.
See, this is the problem with you guys. You just assume everyone who's from the outside is out to get you, and you just don't let anyone in. Now you need help from the outside. Who the hell is gonna come and help you?
We needed Father.
Father can only do so much. Sorry, I didn't say father, I said Theotis. You seriously think he's the strongest thing in this world? You haven't seen anything. How would you know? You've never left the forest. God, some of the stories that my master told me. You have no idea.
We don't need storms. We've got the Springwood. We all have an oath that we need to take.
Well, the thing is, you currently don't have a good chance of this Springwood surviving much longer. Am I right? I saw frickin' snow out there. Snow!
Yeah, that was confusing. And who brought that snow? Your companion that you brought into the forest, that you abandoned 100 years ago.
Yeah,
Now
well,
you ask me why we don't trust outsiders. We let you in and give you a day to leave, and you bring a different season to the Springwood. The Springwood that creates spring for the entire world, and you brought winter. And don't think we didn't see that you brought a winter elf with you.
no, she changes seasons, actually.
And how disrespectful would it have been for an Eladrin to enter the Springwood as a winter elf?
You really need to knock down your pride a couple of notches because, like it or not, bitch, we are not the greatest thing on the planet.
Yes, I am.
Now, accept my help, or I guess I'm just gone. Because I'm gonna fight it whether or not you're by my side. I'm going to try, because that's just who I am.
Then off you go. You go try. You take your friends to their demise.
I'm
But
sorry,
that staff belongs with the clan.
the staff doesn't belong to you.
No, it belongs to Father.
I got it from my master. I had a staff. Shows how much I paid attention.
Imagine that.
Well, I came here to get this fixed. I didn't know where else to go, but I guess it's a little too late for me. But also, Mafalda, you don't get to decide for the whole clan. I believe we have a council of elders who decide everything for us. There must at least be one of them still around.
You're right. Let's bring this towards the council. I'm sure
Really
they'll
good
be
time.
more than glad to find out how you've broken tradition and how that has cost us, Father.
I'm pretty sure I don't have anything to do with Father's disappearance, but whatever. If it does, it's not decisions I made.
They simply look directly at Jodie. And then back to you. You thought you could take souls and mess with them without giving something up.
Speaking of souls, where's your familiar?
Ill. Something I'm going to fix.
Aw, is that why you're so grouchy? And I just like pinch her cheek.
They slap your hand away.
Now you know how it feels to not have one.
Oh, I have one. And I got mine the way we should have, the way you should have.
You weren't even there when I was born. So don't even pretend like you know.
I know I didn't have to steal one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a bad choice in my life. One. was it? I think it's a good thing I left her. I'd probably be dead like the rest of them, because God knows I can't hit anything to save my life. Fuck you and your druid magic.
You're right. You're right. I also think that you're definitely not here to help anyone. You're here for your own dumb pride.
Maybe a little.
And there's no place for that here.
You guys are pride incarnate. What the hell are you talking about?
No, we simply follow community. We stick together.
Is that why you bullied me to the point where I decided to leave? Community, my ass. Only helpful for those who fit your mold and are normal. God forbid anyone not have something like this by their side.
Perhaps if you'd have stuck with it, you might have found out the way you should have done it. Rather than
I
cheating.
had already asked Theotis. No, that's a lie. I had begged Ayana to show me. Mother.
And you weren't ready. You don't
But,
get to choose when you're ready.
She told Theotis to tell me how. And he never did. He refused to tell me his whole life when Mother passed away. In fact, he turned even more against me. What, are you gonna blame me next for Mom's death?
We both know that that's not right.
Well, it's about as connected as Theotis' disappearance. So now, let me help.
We'll ask
Did
the
I
council.
save your life in that forest for nothing?
We'll ask the council.
Fine. And I turn around to go leave.
You walk out. As you exit, you are once again met by the procession of scouts. It takes a moment. You look across and you can see the people watching. Before stepping out behind you, you hear your sister speaking. As regent of the Springwood, whilst the council is reformed, I, Mafalda Alamandora, hereby banish you from the Springwood until such a time as Father is returned. You're right, there was a council, and we lost a lot. So for now, I am what's left of the council.
I only need access to that house.
You can leave
You can
before the
try.
clan makes you.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like fighting you guys today, so bye.
There is a murmuring amongst the crowd before they begin to part, showing you a way out of the village.
I'm gonna go try and find the party. Once I'm out, of the village, I'm gonna call Flax and Bellflower's names and say, "You don't have to come to me. Just talk in my head. Let the party know I'm on my way back."
You get no response.
I tried. And I'm gonna attempt to find my way back to the hole.
Okay, maybe a survival check.
16.
16. It takes about a day. Night falls and you march through the night. However, as the sun begins to rise the next morning, the rest of you, having set up camp, you now all class as having a long rest.
Thank God.
Coming through the tree line, you see the familiar sight of Galad.
Galad, holy heck! Hi! We've had fun.
Well, it doesn't seem like they're gonna kill us anyways.
That's a pretty low bar, but cool.
That's all
Yay.
I was really aiming for.
Oh, we found a friend. He was encased in stone outside an old lady's house who was taking away our luck. Bit of a thing. But yeah, he's called Paraxia. He has our same marks and stuff. And we
Were
thought...
there others?
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. But we could only get the lady to unstone one of them, and we picked the one with the marks. And turns out, he's actually nice. Which was very lucky. He could have been a dick.
That's cool.
Not very good at arm wrestles, though.
No.
You barely won.
Ah!
You
Barely.
might need to go.
Barely.
We'll point out that because of the remark that Galad made towards the two fairy shitbags, I won't be making eye contact with Galad at all. Just throwing it out there as a passive. You'll notice it if you pay attention, sort of thing.
Yeah, apparently
Oh, yeah,
you said
I'll
don't
use
trust a tiefling. Why?
Because you're always too trusting, Marle.
That's very true, but you guys are always too distrusting, so I like to think that we can meet in the middle here. What did you mean?
I'm not saying forever. I'm just saying let's, like everyone who's joined our party, look to Feng. We need to have him prove himself first.
He helped us kill a lot of cultists. We got attacked.
Well, how the hell was I supposed to know that?
Well, I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, I did try and relay that information through the fairy, but you were very certain on not trusting me.
Yeah.
Do you
Actually,
have the
sorry,
marks
my
on
leg.
your wrists? Did I notice that? Do you have the marks on your wrist too?
I would think I've probably got my jacket on by now. But when you walked into camp, conversation, I probably was getting like ready and getting all my gear on, so you probably would have seen it.
Hmm.
He
So then I'm
saved
gonna pull
Mamba's
out that-
life. So,
That's great.
yeah.
I'm gonna pull out that dagger I found and be like, does this mean anything to you? It's dagger of
Name.
Judge.
And I'm gonna unsheath the one that I have and hold it up as well. This one?
Yeah, that's the one. We found it on a
Yeah.
on someone who attacked us.
Are they
Or
wearing purple
tragic.
robes?
It's really
Galad.
dark for you. It was really dark for you. You got attacked at night.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually wouldn't, and you left immediately. You wouldn't know the color.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. But yeah, these guys were wearing purple robes. They all had the stupid markings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I
We'll
found a
cover the
note
dagger.
with it. I found a note with it that said, "They have left under the city. They have traveled to the surface. Take this, hunt them down. They cannot stop the ritual."
Shit.
They
There's a
definitely
ritual.
referring to us.
Yeah.
pull out.
To be specific, it said it didn't say take this. Sorry, yeah, it said take Vess.
I still didn't catch that.
Take Vess.
Vess. V-E-S-S.
Okay.
Huh?
And the V was capitalized.
What the hell's a Vess?
I have no idea. The V was capitalized, so it could mean a person or...
A thing, maybe.
The note's the same? I'll hold up the note.
Okay, give me a minute, and I'm gonna cast, Comprehend Languages to read it.
Just out of curiosity, can I read it?
What language? No.
Celestial, Elven, and Common.
Nope.
Okay.
I actually said Ron Adams speak Celestial, speak Primordial.
You still don't understand it.
Okay, just give me 1 second here.
Are you going to cast this as a ritual or just immediately as a spell?
This is a spell.
Just as a spell? Okay, you cast it. It takes 6 seconds for you to put your hands on the paper. I'm beginning reading. It says very much the same thing. This one is a little bit different. This one says, once again, says quite literally, they have left the Undercity. They travel through the Springwood. Vess is to join you and put an end to their life. They must not stop the ritual. At worst, delay them long enough. We near completion.
We have got to get a move on. Fuck.
I'm gonna snap my fingers and cast Detect Magic and look up to see if anyone's looking at us. Like through like a scrying sensation or something like that.
Make a perception check.
18.
18. Looking around, with Detect Magic on, you sort of start looking around, there's nothing around you, and then you look up into the canopy of the trees, and you do detect magic. You detect magic on a small bat that is hanging on one of the trees. You know the school of magic, and it is conjuration.
Huh.
How far away is it from me?
Up in the tree nearby, maybe 25 feet.
I'm gonna fire at
I
it.
will.
Oh no, I can't.
I will full round, like double Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls for me.
Forgot I don't have my crossbow anymore.
I instinctively picked up the dice closest to me, and it was 2d10s.
But yeah, 2d20s make your attack rolls first.
16 and 17.
Yeah, they both hit. You immediately vaporize this thing. It has two hit points. You immediately vaporize it. However, it doesn't burn up like a creature. It immediately explodes into dust. Arcane dust.
And our problem.
Okay.
So tell me about the fight you had and what led up to it. That might be our key.
So they said Vess would join us. Maybe that's who we fought. Maybe Vess is a person and we killed her.
Wasn't the note we found on that
Oh yeah,
support lady?
that's true.
Did you guys meet anyone else who you think could be Vess?
No, there was a leader that was an absolute bitch, who I killed. And yeah, she just had underlings with her. They weren't important. One guy got away because he was too freaking quick. And even with these, I can't go that quick. Oh yeah, right. Oh, yeah, wings.
How did you get those?
I have no idea. I had a dream of some beautiful heavenly place, and then I woke up with wings.
My sister told me about a garden and stones and a house. But if they found you while I was away, you guys were there, weren't you?
At the
Was there anything
house,
strange
yeah.
about that house?
Yeah, there was something extremely strange about the house. It's awful. It's the most unholy thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And that lady has literally taken away our luck.
Could that lady be Vess?
Oh, no. Fuck, what was her name?
Did she ever tell you a name?
Yes.
And it was?
I don't remember. Let me consult my terrible notes.
This is another one of Mike knows, but Paraxia is not going to say anything.
I have
he doesn't.
so many
Oh, wait.
notes.
Would she have said her name to me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Agatha, right?
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's
Name's
right.
Agatha. And she looks like this saggy old handbag. She's a bitch.
She was, by all accounts, a really sweet old lady, but there was something extremely off about her. She was not pleasant.
As a mental sort of note of the house and the corruption around the forest, can I sort of have a think to... There was no corruption around that house all around it, right?
Nope.
Yeah, Mephelda kind of hinted that that house is to blame for the Crimson Scourge. However, she also did warn me that what we fought
Yeah.
with them is rocks compared to the mountain that we might have to take on. It's starting to feel like it's all connected, though.
Yeah, I think so.
The altar
I don't know that we have a choice.
mappedly very close to the house, but as we all know, and as I've now found out, is underwater.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go there. That has to be our next thing. Because if they're doing a ritual, we have to attempt to stop them.
That's a now thing. Like,
Yeah.
Pack up, let's get moving.
That is a we should have
Where
gone
the
10 minutes
closest-
ago thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break down crying before everyone.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a hug.
I'm just gonna be like, I pretend like I don't care, but I still care what these people, elves, think of me. And I don't ever call him my dad, but we have to find Theotis. We have to find him. He might be the only one who can fix this.
It's very hard to stop caring about people even if they've been dicks to you your entire life.
Marle, I lied to you.
Oh?
I didn't come here just to fix your deformity.
How's that looking, by the way?
As you wake up this morning, you realize that although nothing happened initially, you are healing.
Sweet, do continue, Galad.
I came here to fix her.
What's wrong with Jodie?
She did some very scary things recently.
Yeah, she ate a rock.
She ate all 8 of them, and she wants more. And if anything, being here has kind of proven to me that I should never have taken her in the first place. I might be the one responsible for all of this.
I don't think you can blame
My detect
yourself
magic's
for
still
that.
up? My detect magic should still be up, right?
Jodie does come with magic.
Is there any sinister magic coming from her?
You detect transmutation.
Okay.
It is the school of transmutation. Sorry, no. It would actually be necromancy. You would detect the school.
Ooh.
Galad, was it? I'm gonna offer a hand. Like, trust me, I know how you feel about being the one forced out of situations. Look at my horns. Where did you get that rabbit?
From here.
How did you get that rabbit?
You hear a voice in your head, Galad, of Jodie. Don't trust them.
Or how would you normally get your rabbit? Guessing a familiar?
When people are born in my clan, an animal chooses them. But for some reason, none chose me. So after dealing with 500 goddamn years of bullying, I chose her. And I chose to leave.
Out of morbid curiosity, Are these familiars something that is just like they're there and they're summoned? Or are they, say for instance, brought to life?
No, they're just there. We don't summon them. They just come of their own volition.
Forgive my rudeness. Then that's not your normal familiar.
I don't have one, period.
Well, whatever this rabbit is not of normal arcane nature. I'm going to take a few steps back.
Yeah, I know.
Because the magic coming from your rabbit
Galad.
is unnatural. Because necromancy is unnatural. Just out of character real quick. Very unnatural necromancy.
So necromancy is actually a school of magic.
Yes.
Not all necromancy is what you would consider like raising the dead and stuff like that. The school of necromancy typically, actually, make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Let's see how much you actually know.
Damn, I really thought I was going to get a free one there. God damn it. Arcana, yeah?
Arcana, please. Yeah.
Oh.
Arcana, think straight.
Well, Arcana just rolled a 22.
22. So the school.
Sorry, that's a 23 with a nat 20.
23.
Oh.
Natural 20. All right. So the school of necromancy covers quite a large amount of things. The school of necromancy can be anything from raising the dead to transferring life, to bringing someone back to life. Like revival magic is typically necromancy, even if they're brought back to life rather than undeath. There are wizards in the world who are well-renowned wizards that teach necromancy, and not always for evil. Being a necromancer is all about life magic more than it is evil. However, due to its nature, a lot of necromancy, like a tiefling, is heavily frowned upon in society.
Galad,
So
I have a theory that I just need to throw at you. So your familiar isn't Jodie, from what Paraxia just said, right? So let's go on that assumption. You were born with no familiar, and regular wood elves don't have familiars, right? Like if you're not from
No.
the Springwood.
I wouldn't know.
I've met a lot of wood elves in my time, and not all of them have familiars. So the likelihood of you not being from the Springwood is pretty high.
So it makes sense on the 500 years of bullying.
Yeah.
Maybe you're
They
just not meant to have
aren't
one because...
your parents.
No. Do either of your parents have bright blue hair?
Nope.
Does your sister have bright blue hair?
I'm the only one in the clan.
So you're literally a black sheep. You're...
Now, as someone who's all blue, think you're in the wrong place.
Uh-huh.
Also, and I will state this out loud, I don't trust your rabbit.
I don't trust her either.
I don't think any of us
And-
really trust Jodie. She's just there.
I have to say this then. Just in case something happens, something goes wrong. I don't know. I feel like I need to get this off my chest. I did a soul-splitting ceremony with her, and it went horribly wrong.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's why I have to renew my bond with her every few months or so, which should be coming up pretty soon.
And out of curiosity, what happens if you don't?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I was never taught this magic.
Huh.
No, I'm not going to.
I was supposed to be taught this magic, and my mom
That's
died
a...
before she could teach it to me.
I'm sorry, that sucks.
Wait, you had to be taught it?
Yeah, I'm not a good elf. Haven't you noticed? Did you notice that? Not you, sorry, but I'm saying this to the other ones. Did you guys notice that they were druids? I'm not a druid. That's why I was always scouting on the edge and bullied to beat hell. They did not like me because I was not good at being an elf.
That's not fair. Not because you're not an elf.
Yeah.
Because you're an outsider.
Yeah. They hate outsiders so much that they don't even want friends.
You guys have no idea how much I want that to be true. Because then I don't have to stay here, and I don't feel as obliged to help them if they're basically fucking strangers. Does that mean they would have stolen me from my home?
Pretty much.
Or
they found you, and it was a really nice thing, and they were like, oh, look, there's a little baby wood elf. Let's take the baby wood elf.
But why would they do that if they're just going to fucking ostracize me for 500 years?
Or maybe, just maybe, someone in your family went gallivanting outside the woods.
No one's ever come back from doing that before this.
That you were told. They seem like the type to keep secrets. I mean, even I don't trust them. Like, I'm literally the most trusting person in the entire world, and I fucking hated them. They were awful. And not just because they were being mean to you.
They have pride beyond pride. I don't even know what to call it. Pig-headedness. That's an insult to pigs.
Yeah, I like pigs, they're cute.
My detect magic.
Lost
Am
from
I
10 minutes,
not?
right?
Hour.
An hour? No?
Hang on. Now you've made me think about it. Oh, it is 10 minutes.
Still
But
there.
I can... Okay. Do I not get the same ping of magical energy from Galad?
You do not. You do see... do you keep your spellbook on your hip or under your robes?
Let's go with on my ribs.
Under your robes. You don't see anything.
It's
I
the
think-
rabbit.
He detect the other thing, though? That happened to me a few sessions ago there, Pete.
I don't. No, that is not magic.
I said that out of character. No one heard
Yeah,
that.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. I think one day, when we've fixed these problems, we should go to my circus and we should speak to one of the fortune tellers there. She was extremely gifted, and I think she could see who your parents are.
That would be amazing. But that's enough sharing for tonight. I think let's get to this house and get this.
Oh
shit
no, we're
dealt
not
with.
going. We're not going to the house. We can't go to the house. We have to go to the ritual spot.
Oh, do we know where that is?
Yeah, we have that on the map.
Probably at the altar.
Yeah,
Let's go then.
house after.
I can go.
Excuse me, Tiefling. I don't think I ever did learn your name.
Ah. The name's Paraxia.
I do not mean to insult you. I'm just an overly cautious person, and I'm sorry you had to see all of that. Confession time. It was just a lot to be with my family again.
I'm a very honest person, so I've learned through the many years of being alive that being a liar normally doesn't get you in the right direction.
I'm
So
not
that's
good at
why I
lying.
didn't hold back with telling you that, I mean, if I had the possibility of dispelling magic, it might help with your rabbit. You say it's been mean recently?
They've been acting up a lot. All she used to do was just drink everyone under the table and growl at people she didn't like.
Rabbit growled?
Yeah, in my mind, like you didn't hear her.
Oh,
but I
okay,
heard
okay,
her.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she's
all I'm
drunk with
saying
power.
Is if I could dispel. Wait, you said she consumed something? I heard that, right? Or was that out of character? No, I definitely
No,
heard
I
you
said
say
that as well. So
Yep. But
Yeah,
could it not-
some stones we got from fighting some dark elves off of a spider statue. I took its
Yeah.
eyes.
That was
They
a day.
cursed us.
I mean,
Curse me.
maybe that magic's now inside of that rabbit of yours. Or that curse. Might be
Oh,
worth
I'm
trying to
pretty sure
dispel it.
is.
Is anyone here capable of dispelling magic?
No.
Then let's find someone who can do that. After poultice problem. Let's go. By the way, I would have packed all of my stuff up by now.
Yeah,
Mental.
let's freaking go.
Just pack in.
Yeah. But I'm gonna hang out at the back of the pack because I'm still kind of crying.
Feng wanders over and gives you a massive bear hug.
A
And
goblet
it is
butter.
massive. Like you didn't really get time to see Feng after you guys sort of recovered him. This is the first time you've really noticed just how big this guy is now. And he is warm and fluffy. And without saying a word, just gives you a hug.
Thank you. I take it that's from both of you, hey?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure,
Hey,
just like
let's go.
anything, she's still with you.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's go, guys.
I'm gonna take flight and lead the way.
You take flight for about 30 seconds before diving into the hole.
Sweet.
At
least I get to look cool and dramatic. I'm still flying down that hole.
Is there anything else that any of you would like to do or say before continuing on this adventure?
I'd like to look for items around the forest that we can use to make healing potions out of as we're walking.
Okay, you guys camped right next to the hole leading underground. Would you like to spend some time foraging the area?
We probably should, because I'm out.
Well, we
I
can
haven't got
we can
anything,
go
so
buy
yeah.
we can go buy them from. Oh wait, no, they don't have healing potions, do they? I forgot about that.
We can make them.
Yeah, I have the kit and everything. I was gonna try and make the. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go spend some time looking for some healing stuffs.
Okay. In that case, can you two want to try and spend some time looking for healing items? Is there anything else you two would like to look for, Mamba and Paraxia?
We need food?
Oh yeah, food's
Yes.
important.
You guys are currently running on rations.
Food, please. I make sure Feng
Sure.
doesn't eat it.
What do you mean?
Feng
Yeah,
keeps kind of.
sometimes,
yeah.
It just seems so tasty at the time.
What did you eat?
The cultists.
He ate?
Yeah.
Oh
Yup.
god, I think I'm gonna be sick.
He is
Yeah.
part there.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Unseasoned.
Don't you need arrows, Mamba?
Yeah, but what am I going to find others?
Probably make
Well, arrows are like wood, right?
Put in some stones. Could be shit arrows, but it'd
I'm
be
not-
better than nothing.
Food and some steel, but if there's nothing else, I guess.
Try and make some. You got like a new
Yeah.
dagger, right?
Yeah,
Oh. Speaking of, if you need weapons, I have some I can
I
lend
am
you.
still carrying around an entire suit of plate armor.
It's heavy.
We could
It's
turn
real
them
heavy.
into arrowheads.
As someone that once wore armor, it's pretty hard to break it up into arrowheads.
True.
Not without like a forge.
That's true. Well, it was off shot.
What armor do you have?
Just plate. Do you want it? I don't need it.
Is that heavy armor?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so Paraxia's looking for food. You two are looking for healing items. Mamba, what are you looking for?
Two arrows.
You're going to attempt to... Feng will help you look for arrows. So can Paraxia, Mamba, and Feng will roll survival. Can you two please roll me nature? Check.
18.
Sorry, who rolls nature?
Can you roll me a survival one, please, Mamba?
18 on my survival.
Only got an 11.
18.
I got 11 as well.
Put it together, it's a 22! Right?
It's a me.
10. Okay, so Paraxia, you head out into the forest, and you're immediately looking for food. You spend a few hours tracking down a couple of game, and after a few hours and some interesting attempts at using Eldritch Blast to hunt down your quarry because you don't have any hunting equipment, you do actually get some enough food to last you guys for a week.
I do have Ray of Frost.
Not only do you hunt down enough food to make it for a week, you can now make it last a week by turning it into a freezer on the spot, and burying most of it in blocks of ice. They are incredibly cold to carry, but it's okay.
I just go, cool, I can do that too.
Galad and Marle, you guys go out looking for some healing. You don't find what you might need for a healing potion, but you do find enough to make 3 healing pulse.
Okay, that's cool.
Mamba, you're actually starting to struggle in this area of the forest. The Springwood's an interesting thing, but actually with Feng's help, you do gather the materials that you might need to find enough to attempt to create some arrows. You find a couple of large stones that Feng helps to break up into shards. You find several feathers from various different nests and some of the game that Paraxia brings back, some fowl. You get some of the feathers from there, and you do get enough twigs and sticks to form into arrow shafts. Can you please roll me? Are you proficient in woodcarver's tools, per chance? No. Can you please roll me a d20 and add your... I'm going to make you roll here. Your sleight of hand for me.
Belting it down.
10?
Yep.
Okay. Can you roll me a d10 for me? Two. Okay. With Feng's help, you make 12 arrows.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
As you guys gather the supplies you think you're going to need, only spending a few hours, you begin heading down into the tunnel network. Feng this time having to crouch a lot. And begin making your way back to the Undercity and Krish. Your sea dragon turtle that awaits your arrival.
Oh,
to take
Paraxia, you're gonna see
on
such
this
an amazing
next
sight.
leg of your adventure. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Do a
Woo!
fun thing with it underwater if I wanted to.
Oh, really?
Perks of being of my warlock culture. I can speak to anything, and we will understand each other underwater.
Ah. Can you also
cool.
breathe underwater?
Fun fact: permanent water breathing.
Nice. Because I was gonna
Almost
give you
like
some of the
made for
gillyweed I
the
had.
That's
There you go, guys.
We're good.
I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Have a good
It was
night,
great, yeah.
Fucking nearly killed me.
That was...
I'm sorry. I got out my other dice to make it a little
Fang
better.
Oh, that's... Oh.
That was
Uh-huh.
infuriating.
Whoa! I was like, holy
I should
shit.
have suggested rolling for him.
No. No.
Thing hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Like, that's an
Well-
understatement.
Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed that session.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for that.
We will
Yeah, it was great.
soon see you guys on your first dive into the new ruins,
It's gonna
continuing
be
your
awful.
quest line for the whatever marking has before in your wrist.
I can't
The
wait to find
ritual
out if Fess
is being
is like some kind of awful, like, you ever seen like Daedroths in the Elder Scrolls?
Yes.
I'm just imagining something like that. Like, Fess isn't a
Right, guys.
person, Fess is a fucking Daedroth or something. With like
Think
3
I'm gonna
heads.
Breath of the Wild for a bit and go to bed. So thank you for the session, guys.
That's been cool.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
We'll
sure.
pass back to Pixie and let
Hell
Pixie finish
yeah.
off the session.
Till
See
next
you for
week.
the rest of us. Goodbye.
Good night.